actually has. I still don't know if that's like a joke or not.
A real Fairlight Paladin or not?
Yes.
I mean, she doesn't know. She never bothered to check.
You should ask her. You should be like, hey, can I check that out?
And then you just pocket it and never give it back to her.
I just never mention it again.
It's not like she needs it.
I'll do the swap.
Okay, well,
I'll buy an MCT trainee and get it reinforced titanium, and then do the swap-aroo.
And see if she actually notices, which she probably won't ever.
Yeah.
Alright, quick audio test. Hello. Okay, Bread.
Hello?
You're fine? Deli?
Kill me.
And Azoth?
Yo.
Wow, you're fucking loud.
Sorry.
I mean, in fairness, you're living in like a tin can now.
This is one of my Bluetooth ones because my other one wasn't being recognized, and I've been able to get it.
Hmm.
Oh god, he's going to the distortion realm.
Oh, shit.
We'll probably be fine, though. Huh.
There's my internet.
So, you're still on your lovely private flight to good old Cheyenne. And, I mean, I'm guessing you guys are spending a good bit of it just shitting your pants at the fact that Countdown is actually on death's door in a Valkyrie module in the whole of a fucking plane.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
I'll assume there's a toilet.
You're gonna go see if there's a toilet.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a toilet. There's like 3 of them. It's a nice little private plane. Does Screws need to dump ass?
No.
Like what?
Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
I've taken a shit the entire time we've been in this campaign. I'm gonna go take a first shit. Yeah.
You've been holding that. You've been holding
dude,
in like
I'm
a turbo
Italian.
shit for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I eat so much cheese, I've been constipated.
All right.
You've never once like actually eaten cheese.
No. You might not know it, but like when you're looking
You're
away,
losing your
cheese.
Italian blood.
No. See this? Well, every time you look away, I pull some cheese out of my fucking throat and I nibble it.
He's got like.
He DM'd like for roll palming.
Are you a fucking mouse?
Yeah. You look away and I pull a full plate of pasta out of my coat jacket and start eating it.
This is advanced Italian right here.
Yeah.
Are you saying you have spaghetti in your pockets?
Yeah, exactly, dude. Infinite spaghetti in my pocket.
Don't spill it.
Dude, I can't. It's spill proof. Got it held up with flex tape.
So anyway, what are we doing again?
It can only be removed by disasser.
Yeah.
It has a biometric scanner. Anyways, yeah, Countdown is currently very incapacitated, being looked at by a handful of semi-trained medical professionals in the hull of the plane. And the rest of you are above, kind of just wondering what the fuck to do. The flight is long, but you know it's a straight shot. So is Datasso actually going to go and rip ass all over that poor bathroom?
No, I was fucking around.
Okay, because you were going to, like, ruin some poor maid's day. Another poor maid's day, now that I think about it.
What? Nah, I've only made friends with everybody I've met.
Or well, everyone you've met that's alive is your friend, I think.
Dude, let me be real for a second. I don't have any rivals, so I think I'm doing okay.
Yeah, you weren't part of the Egret situation. BioWare man wants to fight Countdown.
That's it. Fucking Austin's busy getting all the rifles.
Oh yeah,
No,
fucking is.
I got one.
Oh yeah, even he got one.
Yeah, because he's the one that karate like grabbed fucking Egret. But right.
Karate
So you guys
Gecko
want to do
with a
anything on the
car.
flight? I mean, you're still like in your gear. You've got all your shit. You didn't even have to unpack. I mean, you're not even sure if you have aliases. You just know that she paid off these people very well.
Okay, well, I'm going to be sitting beside my friend Countdown, wishing for his survival. Cause
In the whole of the plane, I don't... Yeah, like, the guys are just going to be like, I mean, you could stay in the room.
Oh yeah, then that's good
but
enough.
don't get too close to him.
That's good. That'll do.
And what is Azoth's genius plan?
since I don't really think I can do anything to help Countdown, I'll just be reading those manuals that we got from way back when we fought the vampires.
What were those manuals again?
Gun making and bullet making.
Yeah, you just learned like some basics of bullet manufacturing. You get the materials. You can probably get the materials at like your basic hardware shop. You can make your own shit.
Make those super bullets. Those are actually good bullets.
So yeah, you now know how to make bullets, and eventually you'll learn how to enchant bullets. So you could actually just make your own hardware.
That's right.
Huh.
The cheap Shadowrunner.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, if you want to think
So after a
about it.
good couple of hours in the air, your plane eventually lands, and you're all wheeled out into this. I mean, it frankly, it's no better than just a little shuttle bus. And it takes you down into the good old city of Cheyenne. It's a little unkempt, but it appears that the people are happy about their situation. While it gives the appearance of like your dirty East Coast type of city, it seems to be, I guess, cleaner.
What are you
And-
implying? Seattle is a beautiful city.
How do I say?
That was not the
It's got a bad appearance. It's got a bad appearance, but you can tell the people are happy, and it's not by no means a bad city. And something you are pretty gleefully greeted with is, while there is still a small presence, there is a very minute amount of corporate-related propaganda or material anywhere.
Okay.
Ugh.
A true Shadowrunner's home.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know why people don't do more shit with the Shoe Nation. There's basically no corporate influence here.
Even like
Probably,
other games? That's the reason why.
yeah.
Why do corps
Oh,
care
yeah.
about it?
Fair enough, actually.
Corps are typically your
Yeah.
your
Who's
people
gonna
that
hire you?
So that the medical people are going to bring on me like, look, we have to stop at the hospital. We're going to transfer your friend there and take care of him. And the other two of you are going to be shipped off to go meet your employer / friend. And the guy kind of shrugs like, I don't really know your relationship. You just paid us good money.
All right. Fair enough.
All right. So with that, they kind of park outside what appears to be an actually surprisingly high-end hospital, considering the deterioration of the rest of the city. Oh God, that hurt. I'm sorry. And Countdown is wheeled out onto, like, his entire Valkyrie module is kind of just plucked out of the back of the machine.
I
it
imagine
is
Valkyrie
wheeled into the
modules
hospital.
can be removed and fucking transported quite easily.
Yeah, they totally can.
Because that's the nature of them, I feel.
That's how I think I see them as kind of
Yeah.
like a gurney, except it's like a coffin. Like a coffin gurney that keeps you alive. That's how I see Valkyrie modules.
I see them like that sort of like glass case that you see in fucking sci-fi films where people get.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't be too useful unplugged for long. But
Yeah.
It definitely has some kind of internal battery, but nothing fantastic. But yeah, they're kind of just wheeling him out straight into the hospital, so they've already got a room prepped and everything for him. But that Countdown's going in for some very intense reconstructive surgery. And, well, as stated prior, Makoto has taken care of that bill for you, but you don't have to pay her back for the hospital bill, but you're going to have to pay off that Gamaware leg eventually.
We'll see.
I mean, you can always pay her back with good old-fashioned labor.
Yeah, shag her up, dog.
How do you miss him? Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, put her into labor.
And the other two of you you're driven out a little ways out of town to what appears to be a small refurbished building, maybe like 15-20 minutes just outside of town in the good old outskirts of the American Midwest.
Not really
And-
American anymore.
Huh? Well, yeah. Well, it's still North America.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still the American.
America. No
Oh,
way.
yeah. And you're greeted what you very quickly realize is a refurbished building that was turned into a school of sorts. And just outside the front, you see a handful of kids kind of just going around. The rough ballpark age is between 14 and 18. And Makoto's kind of waiting out front for you guys.
But she's here.
And yeah, she is there at the school.
Hey, Makoto.
And she seems once she pretty quickly puts two and two together on what's in the van and is very happy to see. And without much more, her Japanese is showing. Oh, it's even worse than a high school. Well, I say worse, but I digress.
She's training espers.
She's training technomancers. So Makoto kind of just like walks out and starts tapping on the door and pretty much asks you guys to come out.
Wait, is it only me and Azoth?
It's you and Screws.
Okay.
Yeah.
You, Screws, and like the driver.
Okay, who's our driver? Just
Yeah.
some guy?
It's not
Yeah,
the
your driver
countdown,
just,
it's a
like,
fucking
some
battery
random-
module.
Like, do not like the driver is important. He's basically an Uber driver.
Okay, fair enough.
And he kind of just pops the locks and says, yeah, you're already paid for. Have a nice one.
Alright. I step out.
And once you step out, well, so where are you guys sitting? I mean, it was like a van with a big open back.
Backseat?
Like, who was sitting shotgun, and who was sitting in the back?
Either.
I was
Well, there
planning to
goes-
sit in the back seat. I don't want to sit next to some fucking stranger.
I guess I'm shotgun.
Alright, so I'm assuming then you get out to the curb where Makoto's waiting, and she pretty quickly greets you with a hug, and says it's been, and
She greets me with a hug? I'm a little taken
Yes.
back. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
Well,
all
we
right.
don't get that close in my land.
No, it's weird, because, like, a couple months ago, she would have, like, rather me been dead than ever have the idea of touching me.
You don't know what you've had until it's gone.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'll hug her back, but it's almost, like, hesitant.
What are you doing?
Because, like, I'm like, this is strange. Why are you greeting me with open arms?
Right, and after all, she went back and be like, look, I'm just doing that because I haven't seen you in a long time and I thought you were dead. Don't expect more of that.
I think the one that's going to need more of that is a countdown when he's up, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I actually wink, wink, and nudge, nudge.
And she's kind of, like, her smile kind of narrows into, like, this kind of disgusted, like, scowl. And she kind of steps around the van to where Screws is presumably getting out and kind of just, like, she just waves him down and kind of points out, like, yeah, that bag you traded me all that time ago, I'm still using that. It served me very well.
It's a nice
Where do you
bag.
even find this bag, anyways?
You remember that building that fell down?
Motherfucker, why am I not surprised? And with that, she's kind of going to lead you back around to the curb where Datasso is waiting and kind of strike a pose and point at the school.
What?
And with this big, joyful bellow, be like, and this is your new base of operations. And she's kind of just sitting there waiting for some kind of response, trying very hard not to look at you guys.
Wow.
I see.
Can you show us around?
I mean, the actual school part isn't really much of your worry.
Okay.
Because I came to realize that technomancers outside of Japan are pretty much up the creek, so I thought...
You just came to this realization.
I mean, I knew it, but I never really confronted it, if that makes sense.
Fair enough.
So I thought, why don't I just make a place in one of the few places in North America where technomancers aren't actively being hunted down by corpse, because there are next to no corpse?
Not a bad idea.
So I just threw together this nice little technomancer boarding school. They have a little dormitory back in town. They come here for the mornings and afternoons and just get shipped back to little households.
Okay.
And she's like, now I'll tell you about all the fun bits of the history here once we get inside. And she's going to lead you around a little side entrance to what appears to be a little staff office room. Now that's when I'm going to cut back over to Countdown. I'm going to heavily expedite this. Basically what they did was the several organs of yours that were horribly and irreparably destroyed, they kind of grew and threw back into you, but the actual flesh around in the bone, that needs some time to set in and heal.
I missed a portion of what you said.
Just give me a second. I'm talking about the whole Countdown situation.
Okay, alright.
While you are not awake and coherent, you'll probably be waking up within a day or two, and you'll probably be coherent again by the end of the week, but you will not be able to move or do much while all of that flesh comes back.
Oh, moving is hard on one leg.
Yeah, that too.
Also,
So cutting back over, Makoto leads Tatasso and Screws to a little side office in the school, and takes you to like this little it's a key card locked reinforced door, and above it is a little plaque that says school records, and it's like, yeah, this is a standard thing we use to store all our records and all that fun stuff. It's on its own completely separate network.
Okay.
And she kind of pups and the key card works a little magic, not literally, and it comes open. And she leads all of you inside and says, now I should explain this whole place and how this came into being, shouldn't I?
I mean, I already know your history of the show you were in, so I know you're sitting on some fat stacks.
Not as much anymore, but I've made a lot of friends.
Okay, I mean, I'm good to see you're playing nice with others, so go ahead and tell us.
What happened was, after a while being on the run from Renraku and to a lesser extent Wuxing,
Yep.
we eventually came to the conclusion that the Shu Nation is probably a great place to settle down due to the fact that there's not a lot of corporate influence here, and that in good old-fashioned Native American, fashion, they don't exactly have a lot of money in their pocket. So me, Miss Moneybags, kind of waltzes into Cheyenne and starts making a couple of deals with the people here. And I found myself in the comfy position of being pretty much the person funding the mayor of town.
Alright.
So I basically pumped the vast majority of my money into revitalizing this town. While it was still definitely a functional town that was doing well, it could have been significantly better.
Okay.
So while I do have quite a fair bit of income and own a large majority of this town, a lot of that money in turn goes back into the town to keep it afloat.
Alright. As long as...
And then there was the whole Technomancer school thing that I told you before, and I thought, I could take this old bumblefuck building and make it into, I guess, a home of sorts for both myself and you guys.
We're gonna be the fucking X-Men? This is
Haven't
an
seen
in
that.
character, obviously. Like,
I mean, I think the X-Men still exist in the world of Shadowrun, they're just not as popular.
They're old.
yeah.
Yeah, they're old world, like, comics. Back when comics were on paper.
it's like some archaeological find now.
They dig through a dumpster from the 1960s.
Yeah, they're like, holy fuck.
Paper
Stan Lee is a
comics?
man of
Holy
myth and legend.
shit.
They're like, what's
I
paper?
remember when comics used to be good.
Back in the 1940s?
People,
So,
people are fucking
should-
hipsters about the Clone Saga.
I should say, we don't exactly have this big, gorgeous facility, but you do have somewhere safe and comfortable to stay.
Can you show me where we're staying?
And with that, she kind of just shuts her eyes and does a little bit of focusing. And after a little bit, the the floor kind of shifts a bit, and there's a ladder. Like a little piece of concrete kind of slides aside, and there's a ladder leading downwards.
What the fuck? Ask her
Listen,
to
I
show
took-
us to our rooms. She has to concentrate to move some brick.
Yeah. So I thought, how could I make a system that not just anybody can access? And simply put, I compiled a sprite, which is pretty much the Technomancer equivalent of spirit summoning. It answers to me, and it answers to whoever I say it will answer to.
Right.
So pretty much you did interface with that little guy kind of in the network of this school to do anything.
Okay.
He's
Or
our
especially to
navvy.
access.
Okay.
Kind of, yeah. So, of course, I've already instructed it to take answers from you as well. If you'd like to enter, just... I mean, you don't even actually need the keycard to open this room. You could just interface with it through your comm link and just be like, open door, open entrance, and etc., and just go down.
So, Makoto,
Yes.
is she the one that set up the job for us? I've got to ask.
The job with S Technology?
Is that what we're going to be doing?
The S Technology job was the Lance one that fell through horribly.
No, I'm saying this out of character. Is she? You said we mentioned earlier we have a job.
That job was the spear. This whole session is probably going to just establishing your base of operations and your living situation.
Wow.
And the
Also-
countdown situation.
Also, that mission was actually a success,
Yeah, that was technically a success. You did recover the spear.
Absolutely.
as opposed to the first one. That was not a success.
You didn't get enough hits.
No, I mean the Japan job.
But
Yeah,
we
I was joking.
we didn't turn in BioWare, man.
Which is okay. Like we ended up getting this this spear. We're good.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
So yeah, it should be. So yeah, it should be a simple enough system to actually
We could
work
actually-
with. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, what would the Sphere of Destiny do to BioWare, man? Actually, because he regenerates.
Oh no, it's
You became a tin can there for a second. I understood, but I'd like you to say it again for the recording.
The
Okay,
spear-
because BioWare man regenerates constantly, but the Sphere of Destiny makes you bleed forever.
the
What would
unstoppable force versus the immovable wall.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He just
what would-
implodes.
happen? Do we create the next fucking world? We make the seventh world that way.
Now, that's something I'm actually going to have to think over, because that seems like a very serious thing to contend with.
I mean, yeah. The only thing would be, does that BioWare actually create blood cells?
I mean, I can't really tell you the specifics.
No,
I
no,
haven't
I'm just
found
asking.
the
And
specifics.
that's
Yeah, like those closed wounds will make blood eventually.
yeah, because if it can't make blood, then I mean,
Then he's fucked.
yeah, you can't stay alive without blood.
Or you could just karate chop the limb you pierced off and grow another one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't really know the logistics to the spear, but
The way I see it is the wound itself will never stop bleeding. So if you like say cut off the part of your body with the wound,
what happens if the
Then
wound
you're
eventually heals over?
what?
Well, no, the wound doesn't heal.
The wound will never
Okay.
heal. Like the way the healing process works is platelets come and stop the bleeding, then it scabs over, and then the cells actually come back and repair the hole. And if you can't get the step 1 of platelets, then it never heals, which is how it keeps bleeding forever.
Right. What if you have BioWare that actually heals the place?
That's a very good question. What platelet factories beat the Spear of Destiny? And I'm going to
Well,
say no.
I was going to say we already went through that because I have platelet factories.
Right, I'm going to say it does the same shit leeches do, where it just kind of stops, just gives your takes away your blood's ability to coagulate and stop bleeding, which is something that leeches actually do. I should add. All right, I digress. Yeah, Makoto just continues to explain that you all have the ability to interface with the sprites just through your comm links.
Yeah.
It's talking to it is a bit awkward, but if you're anywhere near this area, it knows what you're saying, so I guess just type it and it will respond.
Is this thing Puck? Like what is
Puck?
what the fuck is this thing? Like does it have a personality or is it
It's basically just it can have a personality, but hers does not. It's basically just think of it as a very, very basic bot on the internet.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're essentially just using it as like a command line.
What's the
Yeah, exactly.
What's the thing from?
You can just pop the in like open school records door, open.
What's the thing from SMT4?
Burrows.
Burrows.
It's basically burrows. Yeah.
Okay. As opposed to what I'll be getting, which is going to be Tico.
Oh, I thought you were going to get Doctor.
Oh
No.
shit! That's a good one. And at this point, Screw's
Kill
going to be a
your
little
friends, kid.
inkling in the back of his head, and it's going to be like, so you can control the school, huh?
Prank some
We
school
could have
kids.
some fun with this, buddy, right? Yeah, yeah. I should also add to toss, you can hear it Azoth talking to himself.
Yeah.
I'm not really questioning it.
Yeah, that's not the best of ideas.
Oh, come on, wouldn't it be the fucking best? Like, I mean, this is Technomancer School, even the toilets have Wi-Fi. We should make these kids think the school is haunted.
Nothing major, because we do have to kind of live here.
Fucking buzzkill, whatever.
Is this-
I'll think of something.
Is this a fucking living space for all these children too?
No, there's a building in town that they live in.
They have outside dorms, you know?
Yeah, and they just get bused to school every morning.
They have outside dorms. It's just them sleeping outside.
So with that, she kind of points towards, it's like, there are a couple of people staying here. I did have to make some connections of my own while you guys were out, but I didn't make an awful lot that came here to stay, I suppose. Your two music, and with that, she kind of goes down the ladder and waves you guys in.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Yep.
It's a pretty wide little hole, so yeah, whatever. You don't have much trouble fitting down it, I should say.
All right.
And with that, it actually comes off as a small mid-tier apartment. Like, you got your couches, you got your televisions. In the back, there's a handful of labeled rooms.
Of course, it's
That
Shadowrun.
appear
You
to
have
be,
to have
like-
fucking
it?
shitty, not the best, not amazing apartments.
Sorry, wait, what?
It's Shadowrun. You always have to be slumming it up.
I mean, the town is kind of a slum,
Exactly.
but the apartment itself is pretty okay.
Exactly. Pretty
Like, you've got your
okay.
couches, it's relatively clean. So yeah, pretty much everything you'd need. And in the back, there are a handful of rooms that appear to be workshops of some sort, one of which is... one of which you do hear the distant sounds of what appears to be someone chipping away at a rock.
Oh, I'm curious.
Somebody mining.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And with that, Makoto's going to explain, so your dragon friend and the guitarist... They're off going out and about town trying to change their identities and build up.
What?
They like the attention, so I'm just letting them go off and have their fun.
I totally forgot about them.
I remember the favor. That's all.
Yeah, that's all you really need to remember. That's why they're still around.
No, I just remember fucking Guitar Fire.
Huh.
I remember the dragon.
So yeah, they're off doing their little fun pyrotechnic shows out in Bumble fucking town.
Okay.
I gotta say one thing, by the way. That scene of us with the dragon and like her controlling the flames and whatnot, that seems exactly like the type of picture that would be in one of the Shadowrun books.
It totally
It would
is,
be
yeah.
like Street or something like that.
Someone controlling a fireball with a guitar riff.
Yeah, with like a dragon, like two guys trying to jump on the back of it.
Yeah, exactly.
One of them grappling.
Yo, let's send this to
hooking.
Harebrained Schemes.
Oh god.
I love it.
Let's get canonized. That's a good fucking joke. I've broken half the basic rules of this game.
That's the point of Shadowrun.
Ugh.
So,
So at the moment, the only person here is the guy in the back. He's this old fuck dwarf, but he's good at what he does.
Oh
He's very-
fuck! Damn it. Okay.
It's not your old fuck dwarf.
Oh, it's wait. What?
No.
How many old?
It's not
fuck dwarves
Godo.
Fucking smacking away. Whatever.
dude, I think I also have an old fuck dwarf that I know now that I think about it. Yep, Garbage Greg.
Who's come up literally never.
No, I think I've called him up once.
Yeah, you did.
And he's like, what the fuck are you calling me? I'm a janitor.
He's probably lonely. He should have been happy.
So yeah, that guy over in the back, he's this old fuck dwarf that I came across a while ago. He's a nice enough guy, I suppose. He's his main reason for being around here is he's the reason why we have our little workforce here. I mean, they're not here, they're elsewhere taking care of certain business, but I mean, I should stop beating around the bush. He's very good at putting life and magic into inanimate objects.
Okay.
So what he does over there in the back is he brings statues to life and makes them do his business for him.
Ah.
Okay.
They're about as dumb as you'd expect a pile of rocks to be, but if you give them a basic task, they will get it done. So I may or may not have them building helicopters.
Oh.
I give them all a very, very specific set of instructions that they follow to a T in the correct order.
Are they working?
They're basically
Are they working factory jobs?
They are basically factory machines. Yes.
God.
Countdown's disembodied voice says.
Mm-hmm.
I hear him from a distance
He's talking to you through the Matrix.
through our soul bond.
That's gay as hell.
Dude, doesn't gotta be gay unless you make it gay.
So really, my main source of income is selling these intentionally kneecapped helicopters through shell companies.
I mean, I believe we've talked about this, and I can really get behind you fucking over corporations.
I mean, I'm selling them to shit like guerrilla groups,
Okay.
and I mean, 9x9 is a very big customer of mine.
Wait, you have a single customer that
I said a
keeps
big
buying?
customer.
Oh, okay. I was like, having a loyal customer that purchases like half-assed helicopters is kind of weird in my eyes.
I mean, they're 9x9. They need everything they can get.
Fair enough.
You do know of 9x9, right?
I'm not sure. Does my character know 9x9 or?
I'd say they're in the news every so often. Does Datasso read the news?
I would say so. If he wakes up and has a cup of Joe and he just has nothing better to do.
Yeah, you kind of get vague inklings of mentions of this pro-democracy terror group working out of Hong Kong.
Okay.
Basically, long and short, they're anti-corporate and they do the whole bombing shebang to kind of in an attempt to overthrow corporations.
Bombing for democracy.
Yeah, bombing for democracy. I was telling this to a friend of mine actually because the guy who works the front at the gym is a friend of mine and we talk about tabletop games. I'm telling him like, yeah, there's this pro-democracy terrorist group and he kind of just looks at
Do you
me.
think they have like emancipation like written on their bombs?
They probably do. They probably call their bombs the Emancipator.
I mean, that's kind of essentially what the IRA was for a bit. In real life.
I mean, I can dig it.
Alright, continuing that aside.
Yep.
Dude,
Makoto is Dreven? Yeah, she actually is.
does
Jay,
she have a
you're...
monkey? Does she have a monkey?
Well, you'll see that question will be answered very soon, actually.
I had the idea of altering it that way, and then the answer is no.
Oh, she kind of does have a monkey, but you'll see what I mean later. So yeah, feel free to make yourself comfortable. We do have some basic living quarters out here. It's just a handful of bunk beds I keep in a side room.
Okay.
The place is really no bigger than your average 2-bedroom apartment. Like, you've got your bathroom, you've got your washers, you have your stocked... well, I shouldn't say well-stocked, but a decently stocked kitchen. Like, you could safely live down here with no connection to the outside world for maybe 2 weeks without trouble.
Okay.
Which is not bad. She also continues to insist that there's no worries about any of our connections being monitored unless they have some kind of high-powered scanner, but who the fuck in Cheyenne has a high-powered scanner?
Corp people.
She seems pretty confident that the place is perfectly safe. So yeah, feel free to get comfortable and unpack your things. Also I should add, your helicopter may or may not be under the bus barn.
What now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is a bus barn is where they park the buses for the night.
Okay.
Like the
Oh.
school buses.
It's underneath it? Is there like underground helipad?
I wouldn't call it an underground helipad. Honestly, it's really ghetto and barely works. It was this huge pit that I think they used to, like, shit in the fields. I don't know. But I took it and built, and basically had the little stone workforce build a very basic hydraulic system to kind of open up.
Okay.
And we are far enough from town that we should be able to take off with the helicopter with relatively no issue, but you still have to worry about air traffic controllers, so just move quick if you take it out for a spin.
Alright.
And please, for the love of God, move the buses before you take off.
I don't think that we're going to be taking the helicopter around.
One of these days you might.
Okay.
I mean, the emergency plan, if this place does ever get in deep shit, get the stuff the kids into the buses, get them out, and we escape by helicopter. I do have a safe house.
Alright.
But I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not going to tell you where the safe house is, on the off chance one of you gets captured and mind probed. I hope you understand.
That makes sense.
Alright.
You do know what it means to get mind probed, right, Brad?
Is that like...
Yeah.
Is it what it sounds like?
It's a spell that basically lets the person suck memories out of your head to know everything.
Okay.
So, it's pretty much what interrogators use in the Sixth World. Instead of asking you questions, they just brain rape you and take what they need.
Yeah, I think Scrooge knows enough about technology to know what it means.
Yeah. On that note, there's really only one person here right now, and it's the guy I mentioned in the back. I think he's working on some more statues or some magical, ritualistic bullshit. I don't really get magic, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might need to talk to him.
Yeah, feel free to go talk to that old fuck in the back. With that, I need to go do paperwork.
Alright.
Fuck.
I appreciate what you're doing, Makoto.
And she kind of just gives you a nod and says, she kind of just gives you a nod, waves you goodbye, and just goes back up the ladder.
Just that I mean, giving her, like, the iota of appreciation goes a long way.
Oh yeah, she enjoys it. And with that, let's cut back over to the countdown situation, in which case, instead of actually going to do paperwork, she's going to hop in her shitty little Ford Americar and drive out to the hospital to kind of...
I mean, I already
check up.
figured.
Yeah. Kind of check up on the countdown situation. He's getting work done, he's... I wouldn't say stable, but they're taking decent care of him, and they're handling him with about as much care as you'd expect with the amount of money she paid those people.
Alright.
And confident knowing that he'll be at least conscious and coherent by the end of the week, she's going to return to the school.
So, I'm a little befuddled about, like, what the fuck we're even supposed to do if we're not gonna, like, go on a mission right now.
This whole session is actually just to establish your living situation and where everything is.
Okay, then I guess I will walk
Go
over.
develop your social links.
I guess I'll go talk to Old Dwarf Man.
So you're greeted by an old style wooden door that looks beat up to shit, but it does have a bunch of carvings into it. And I want to give Azoth a chance to roll his sensing here, actually.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Because you already know for a fact that this is like a magic man.
Every time I hear somebody just call someone a magic man, I don't know, it gets a chuckle out of me.
Okay.
2 successes? Well, you are able to tell that there is somebody hard at work with something in the back, and that the door is lightly enchanted, but you can't quite tell what it is enchanted with. But something you can immediately tell is, on the other side of the room, there's what appears to be a just black box that you cannot see anything through.
Might want to knock first. This door is kind of magic. I can't really tell what.
Taps my knuckles into work.
You're kind of dying again, dude.
Oh, sorry. I said, you might want to knock first. This door is like kind of magic, I think. I can't really tell how.
Right. So yeah, you're going to just go give the door a little knock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see through your good old astral eyes that the guy kind of lifts his head up and looks to the side and says you're free to come in.
I'll go in.
Yeah.
And as soon as the door cracks open, he kind of steps like, hey, watch the floor. Just try not to drag your feet over the chalk.
All right. So what is on the floor with this chalk? Is it like a giant fucking like pentagram?
There's a bunch of like formulae and stuff scribbled on the floor. He pretty much you can't really tell exactly what it is, but you know he's taking a lot of magical notes all over the floor.
Okay.
You can't tell if they're active, like, ritual circles or if it's just general note-taking, but the floor's covered in symbols.
It's also knows nothing about magic, so, like, I'm pretty...
I'm assuming he can recognize what is magical bullshit.
Yeah, but, like, I don't actually know, like, the process of how magic works, because I haven't studied it at all.
Yeah, so you're able to immediately tell that there is magical bullshit all over this floor.
Yeah.
And upon entering the room, you're greeted by what appears to be a dwarf-sized humanoid with monkey-like limbs and a tail.
That's fucking radical.
Radical?
He kind of just like turns his head towards you.
Is it a monkey or is it a dwarf?
It is a Hanuman, which is a subspecies of dwarf.
Oh.
Hanuman is basically like think monkey-human hybrid. That's the size of a dwarf.
That's fucking radical, dude.
So yeah, he's got a tail that he can actually do shit with.
Are they connected to science?
Dude, I don't know what's with this
Yeah.
fucking... Shadowrun has the most interesting fucking, like, races. That's radical.
Oh, yeah. And he seems a little gruff and maybe a bit angry, but he doesn't seem, like, actively hostile towards you people.
So he's just a grumpster, is what you're telling me.
He's just a grumpy old fuck, pretty much.
Alright.
But he's a very hardworking grumpy old fuck.
That's the point. He's probably grumpy because he works so hard.
Yeah.
So,
what brings you over here?
just wanted to,
Meet the folks?
Yep.
And he kind of stands up, like, at full height, he's probably no more than 3 feet tall.
I mean, I'm not gonna look down on him just because I'm looking down at him.
Yeah. He's got a little tool belt on his, like, your standard claw hammer. Slung over his shoulder is this massive fuck-off sledgehammer that's taller than he is by a couple of inches.
I'll give him a handshake. I'll be like, Tatasso. Nice to meet you.
And he's kind of just going to, like, he can't really reach you.
No, I'm
Oh.
reaching down to him. I'm not, like,
Oh.
putting my hand out straight forward like a jackass.
He's kind of just going. He's going to like kind of just blink a bit and kind of reach up and shake your hand. All. And he's like, they just call me Carver. It's simple shit.
All right. What are you doing in here? I can see there's quite a bit of chalk lines around.
Everything from trying to I don't really like comlinks. I don't trust them to take care of my notes, so I just write most of my shit physically all over the floor.
They're like that. I don't like comlinks. The government can hear me whenever I do anything.
They literally can, though.
Yeah.
They literally can hear you. So I don't want none of those corp fucks finding out what I do over here, so I like to keep my shit neat on my floor.
Okay.
Everything you see is what I've sketched out today. At the end of the night, I kind of just write it down on some pieces of paper and throw it in a lockbox.
I'm surprised you haven't made us do gymnastics to go over these chalk lines.
No, there's shit all over the floor, but the lanes are wide enough for you to actually step around.
Okay.
Like he's done it in such a way where there's space to actually move.
I mean, it makes sense that way. People don't have to dance and prance to get over to him, and
because he's fully expecting people to come in.
Yeah, it looks like he has to move around too.
Sorry to crack my neck.
It's all good.
So, the little lady tell you what I'm up to back here, right?
Not at all.
Well, I make the workforce that gets her business done. I myself am not the strongest man, strongest dwarf around. Nor am I really a half-decent mage, but I'm really, really good at making sculptures. And I'm just as good at bringing them back to life.
Okay, so you're making her deposit force of simple tasks.
Pretty much.
Even though they're able to build fucking helicopters.
I mean, think of it like a conveyor belt. Every piece of a conveyor belt has one incredibly simple task.
If it has one simple task, yeah.
Yeah, so he's basically built a shitload of homunculi that do his business.
Alright.
While I do know a handful of spells, it's most of it is related to that.
Do you know anybody else that we should be acquainted with in this school?
As far as I'm aware, the little lady is the functional principal, even though she has no educational training whatsoever.
That's gonna work out perfectly fine, I guarantee it.
I think she's the principal because she's the only actually experienced technomancer for miles.
Yep.
The actual staff is not really anything you need to worry about. They're out and about. There's the little magic friends I hear you guys made over in Hong Kong. They're out and about, doing their own little tours to keep themselves busy. They hate being cooped up down here. And I kind of hesitate to talk about this sort of thing, but if you ever need some information from somebody, just bring them my way and I'll take care of it too.
I'm gonna go ahead and presume that I know what he's talking about.
He's magical, and he's pretty much implied that he can interrogate people. You can put two and two together.
Yep. Well, that's good to hear. If I ever have somebody I need to get information out of, I definitely will contact you.
My whole skill set is manipulating people and making things that work like people.
You clearly don't like comm links, so
I mean, I have one just because I kind of need to.
All right.
So just ring me if you need me.
All right, I'll give him my comlink number.
Why do you say it like that?
Because it's silly to me.
Your comm ID?
Yeah.
I think it's actually called a comm code, but I don't actually care enough to memorize that shit.
All right, metatype.
Just put dwarf, or if you wanna get snazzy.
Monkman. Sex male.
And his connection's a good old walloping 2, but he's got a loyalty of 3.
That's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Yeah. Like
age?
Just put old.
Okay.
Dwarves live for a good long while, if I remember correctly.
No one remembers correctly.
Everybody remembers me.
Because they haven't been around long enough.
And with that, he's kind of going to just warn you. It's like, look, I'm not in here all the time. While I do live here, I do go out and about once in a while to check on my creations over in the warehouse, where the helicopters and all the other junk is being taken care of. So while I'm just going to politely request that you do not come in here for fear of my own note-taking, for one.
Okay.
And furthermore, he kind of just points at the room and he points at a door in the back, which has this big fuck off silver sheet in front of it that has a bunch of stuff etched into it.
All right.
And this is the black box that Azoth saw earlier. I should add it's in the same spot. Just don't go over there. Whenever, what should I say? Not everything goes perfectly, and when they don't, I throw them in there. There's a lot of nasty shit in that room.
This makes me a little nervous.
Yeah, there's something in there that I can't tell what it is.
Yeah, so really the long and short is don't go to that room, don't fuck with that room.
Out of character.
Just don't.
I'm a little scared of Screw's spirit doing something with that now.
Oh yeah, he can't see it, and there's no real audio cue. It feels like he feels like this, Azoth feels this giddiness inside of him.
Okay.
That's gay.
Yeah. That's gay.
Let me look up my composure roll real quick.
Composure roll.
Oh no.
And at this point, that for the first time in a long time, Azoth is going to see the bird actually manifest outside of him. And the bird is a part of you, so you're going to see a very thin thread trailing back to your body. So it hasn't actually left your body, it is merely projecting. And it is trying to make its presence known, so I'm going to allow Tatasso the chance to roll to see it. Just roll your visual perception.
Oh god, I can see his fucking spirit.
I mean, spirits can become corporeal and visible, and I believe they can also do so at will.
Is it fucking dot roll or slash roll? I can't ever fucking remember.
Dot roll.
Just recheck my perception because I don't want to just throw a fucking number out there.
You're not actually rolling to identify what it is. I'm rolling if you can actually see it at all.
Oh, do I?
That's
see
why
it?
I'm asking you to roll. Like, you're straining your eyes because your essence is kind of torn up by the fact that you are augmented.
Yeah.
So let's see that visual perception, my boy.
I already rolled it.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Wrong chat, demo.
Oh,
You
did
rolled
I?
it in general?
Oh, whoops. Whoop. Let's move that. Woo.
Yeah, just redo that real quick.
It's gonna be great when you like quick match through this one.
Oh, fuck. Let me go ahead and delete this shit. Oh, I'll do that later.
3 successes, you are not able to identify the bird. Sorry.
'Tis all good.
Sorry.
So yeah, your little dwarf friend kind of looks up and thinks like, oh, you got a little mentor spirit then, don't you?
Yeah, I picked them up kind of recently.
You freaked the fuck out again.
Sorry. Yeah, I picked them up kind of recently.
Oh, so you're one of those lucky folks that gets to blossom late. Good for you. Rarer than those of us who are born mages. And then he's kind of just going to, like, poke you in the chest with his light and be like, so, what's your shtick? You a full mage? Or one of those aspected schmucks that can't do shit for shit?
Okay, would I actually know this?
Probably not.
You would not know this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can tell. I'm not sure. It was recent, as I said, like a week ago for me. I think.
So you don't know shit about magic and you become a mage.
Yeah, I can see stuff. Kind of about it.
So, in other words, you need to learn.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I've been looking for something to do to kill the time. And with that, and Azoth, I'm just going to say, did you put him down on your contact sheet?
Yeah.
Bump his connection up to 4 because he's now basically your magic vendor. So to Datasso, his connection is a shit 2, but to Azoth, he's a 4. Does that make sense?
Nope.
Yeah. What was the loyalty again? Was it 2 or 3?
Loyalty's 3.
Okay.
Ugh.
Well, I mean,
And with that, he's going to politely ask you guys to leave for the time being and leave him to his work.
all right. I guess.
Yeah. So we'll leave. I'll leave at least.
Alright. So you've got your little living space, you've got your food and kitchen, and you've got your living quarters. And Makoto's going to just pretty much say, if you need anything, tell me it and I'll order it for you, but you will have to pay me back for it.
Okay.
Ugh. And with that, are we just going to say we're going to skip the week until Countdown is coherent again?
Suppose so.
Yeah.
Because there's
All
not
right,
much we can do.
so-
Like, what are we gonna do? Like, go out and visit the girls as they're fucking around?
Yeah, and in that week you were there, the girls did not return. But Makoto is still insisting that they're out and about and they'll be back eventually.
Okay.
And you really have no reason to not believe her. And with that, after a good week of being under, Countdown finally awakes in his nice... Well, the hospital room's a bit dirty and unkempt, but the machinery is about as up to snuff as you'd expect for the situation you were in.
Hmm.
And there is a nurse beside you. She appears to be nodding off, a little magazine folded over in her lap.
Well, my hands aren't restrained, so that's a good sign.
And you're saying this audibly?
No, that doesn't make sense. I'm not an anime character. And I'm gonna look over at the nurse.
Yeah, she's out cold. Completely.
Out cold.
Yeah, she's asleep.
Okay, I'm gonna try to move over to her.
You do not have the strength to move,
All right.
but your movement does make it immediately obvious that there is one of those little call nurse buttons very carefully slipped into your hand. It's, you know those little patient bracelets they have?
Yeah.
Yeah, the cable's tucked under it, and the little button itself is placed in your palm.
And she's in the same room.
Yeah, she's in the same room, she's just out cold.
Just press the button, scare the shit out of her.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm just gonna shout, "Hey, wake up!"
So, while you are able to yell over to her, it's immediately obvious that once the air actually escapes your body, that your chest is definitely still recovering. You feel like you might have pulled something.
I pulled along. Oh no. No.
So you kind of hunch over a bit. And while it doesn't hurt, it definitely feels incredibly unpleasant because you still have those good old pain editors. That shit was all fixed up for you.
Oh, those aren't on though. I don't keep those on.
Oh, you don't keep it on?
It's fucking dangerous.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, you just you feel like you just ripped something in your body and it hurts like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of gonna sound where you're like, oh shit, he's awake. Please hold. And she's going to just like sprint off out of the room and to go take care of something.
I should say please hold like he's on the phone.
And after wait, what did Azot say?
Not
Dead.
So
I'm
it's at
alive,
this
I
point that Datasso and Screws, probably sitting on a couch, kind of just watching shit television. Probably watching Ultimate Decker Makoto.
I want to watch, like, I don't know.
Law and Order, Tirna Og.
What the fuck?
You think Law and Order is still a thing in the Shadowrun?
Law and Order at Slay.
Law and Order Astland. Everyone just like, it's like, well, you're guilty.
It's a blood
Put
mage
you on the
every time.
cross.
Well,
Oh,
you're
sorry,
guilty.
buddy, you're guilty. Time to put you on the cross and use you to fuel our power.
And he turns into a dragon and flies away.
Don't.
God damn it, not another one. CSI Seattle? You mean they're dead because they got shot by gangers?
I mean, I can seriously dig.
I mean,
Ugh.
CS Seattle.
Dick
that
Wolf
just
was actually the
Shadowrun
first.
Returns.
The Great Dragon, Dick Wolf. But anyways, you guys are kind of greeted by this dumb all-caps text from Makoto saying he's awake, come to the hospital, and she sends you the coordinates and says, I've already called a cab for you guys, just go meet it outside.
All right.
I'm gonna mash the button, by the way. Now.
Alright.
You're just going to start, like, mashing the button?
Yeah.
Alright, and after a while, like, nurse after nurse and a doctor kind of just come stumbling into the room. And they're kind of just looking at each other like, and the doctor kind of just yells at the nurses to go take care of some shit. And within a couple of minutes, they come back to you with food in hand.
Okay.
You know, a nice, comfortable meal. I'm actually going to sit beside you and just give you some general questions. First off, while you're awake, how do you feel?
Feel
Actually, you still
okay.
feel like you pulled something in your chest.
Okay. Felt better.
Try not to raise your voice too much, by the way. You've sustained a whole lot of internal damage, my friend.
Right.
I'm sure you're fully aware of the fact that you're lacking a leg.
You mentioned it. Yeah.
Yep.
Look how big, like,
We've been informed that a replacement is on the way for you, and we'll be doing our best to take care of that.
Right.
Um,
More importantly, where am I?
you are currently at the General Hospital of Cheyenne, the intensive care unit.
Okay.
You've been out. You got dropped off here about 7 days ago, fresh off a plane, so I heard.
All right.
Your bill is being paid for by the young one running a school for technomancers just outside of town.
It's weird that you can
Where's the
say
Tasso and Screws?
that.
Who?
Comically walks through the door right then.
Yeah, they kind of just walk. Yeah, the doctor's kind of like, who?
Hmm.
Those sound like ganger names. What? And with that, they kind of arrive through the door.
Ganger extraordinaire. Nice to meet you.
And he kind of like eyes you up and it's like,
Mafioso.
oh
Yeah.
God, are you I thought the mafia disbanded. All right.
Tips hat to a milady.
I'm a man.
The lady.
A milady.
And the doctor kind of just like squints eyes, like, fuck it, whatever.
You heard him.
And just like tosses little like the clipboard, like the little patient information clipboard on the ground, and be like, it's my break. You're fine, right?
I think so.
Don't worry, we've got enough needles in your body monitoring your shit to know if like even if you shit wrong, we'll come running.
Don't worry.
Like the doctor's doctorly demeanor is just completely gone. He just wants to get out of the room. He is very discomforted by the sight of like a biker and a mafioso in the same room as him. And with that, he's kind of just going to pick his clipboard off the room, and he's going to be halfway out the door, and all of a sudden Makoto's just going to come barreling down the hall and shoulder check him out of the way. And kind of come into the room. I should also add, a lot of you just roll a quick perception check. Roll unarmed. Yeah, a lot of you just roll a quick visual perception check.
All of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming you're all looking at the one who just barreled in through the fucking door.
My eyes still work.
Yeah. I mean, you're not blind yet. Brett?
I already rolled.
No, you didn't.
Did I do it in
You rolled in general again.
Fuck.
Why did you tab out to
Because
general?
I went to general to try and get rid of the thing earlier, and I couldn't. So I was like, I just sat there, didn't think about it.
3 successes. Datasso and Screws kind of immediately notice that both Makoto's eyes are actually perfectly fine. Despite her having mentioned that one of them was destroyed earlier.
Well,
And something
Tasso
that
doesn't know
Countdown
that.
kind of notices is one of them
Yeah,
has
yeah,
a
yeah.
slight discoloration.
Yeah, my character doesn't know anything about that.
Oh yeah, Datasso doesn't know. He wasn't on the phone call for that one.
Nope.
But I assume it's something like Azoth was a little... Sorry, Screws was a little bit distracted by the fact that he was getting a tour to actually recognize the fact that her eyes were in decent condition.
He just doesn't pay
Apparent
attention.
decent condition. And yeah, Counting, you're able to tell that one of her eyes does have a slight discoloration. It appears to be a little bit lighter than the other.
Okay.
And she has this big fuck off bouquet of flowers in hand that she just carefully puts into the vase on your little bedside table.
What kind of flowers?
Dandelions.
Deadly
Tulips.
allergic.
It's clearly shit she just ripped out of the ground outside, but she made it gussied up to make it look prettier.
Okay.
So we're all here.
Yeah. When was the last time we were all together in a room like this?
I should have picked up some beer.
You should have.
Yeah.
I have gotten a taste for good old firewater since I moved in here.
I mean, I wouldn't want to drink without a countdown, though.
Yeah, from the looks of it, he's not going to be drinking for a hot minute.
I don't think that's stopping, though.
Oh, it's probably not. So, Do me a favor and fill me in on your adventures. Because there's clearly something going on here, because you were gone for 3 months. But to you guys, it was what, 2 days? 1?
I think
Do you
it was
even
1.5. I don't quite remember.
The same old smartass. Good to know you didn't take brain damage.
We
Actually, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Actually, I'm missing half my brain stem.
Oh, actually, my IQ has doubled. No,
Oh yeah, you've gone beyond brainlet.
actually over doubled. My logic was last time we met it was a 2. Now it is a 5.
Still below screws.
Get fucked, kiddo.
And do you want it to be just a brain? I could still take you right now.
Yeah, I mean, you could touch screws and you would just like Omae wa mo shinderu and his back would just snap in half like a fucking folding chair.
No, he's gonna fight him in a battle of wits that has a spelling bee.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. We must fight in chess.
Roll raw logic. Or it could actually make you play like a co-op game of chess through the internet.
So
I feel like that would take up a lot of time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it would.
So Shimokoto, well, these two are playing chess, I guess.
Yeah, let's just say they're playing fucking chess. They have a little game board in the nightstand.
I know you've been itching to stretch your new brain cells.
They actually just put more gray matter into his skull.
Oh, fuck. More potential.
So we found ourselves in what was like a pocket dimension.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Alright, which corp experiment gone wrong is this one?
What corp was it? Was it
Seder
Rock-
Group.
Seder
The
Group.
world's
Seder
favorite.
Alright, yeah. It was
Of course it was fucking Dragon Corp. Fucking Corp.
Yeah, they were basically.
Wait, does that have anything to do with those soldiers that got picked up in Berlin?
Oh yeah, did you ever contact them?
I didn't get the chance to. I was too busy organizing shit, and they all got arrested in Berlin, last I checked.
No, how sad.
Oh well.
Yeah. Something, I mean, of course you can't trust the main news in this day and age, so I did look at some alternative things.
Oh.
And apparently, a couple of Seder Krupp people came in to interrogate them personally. So it's safe to say that Seder Krupp knows what you did.
Well, fortunately, we didn't tell them that much.
We're not gonna stop until we're wanted by every fucking court.
I should note, there was that one schmuck that you personally took on a mission to let the Grendels into the fog.
Yes.
So they know that that was your fault. and Makoto's kind of going to pull back in and be like, so yeah, that whole infestation Essen was also your doing, I'm guessing, right?
Well, I mean, we didn't do it.
Hmm.
I mean, if you think about it, they're actually the ones who caused all this in the first place, so.
True enough, I guess. Ugh.
Still waiting till I learn psychology so I can.
Fucking brainlets. What else? And she kind of just like puts her hands to her face and kind of starts rubbing her eyes a bit.
So yeah, other than that, dealt with the wacky
Yeah, it's
house.
safe. I mean, I'm assuming you found some nasty shit in that little bumblefuck town, huh?
Well, we also found some good shit in that bumblefuck town.
Oh, care to tell me about it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I toss one of my like taken pawns up in the air.
And I blast it with my laser.
Oh, are you actually going to do it?
No, that's dangerous.
Oh,
No,
damn.
I want to give you the chance to fire it out the window to like orient the shot, but you're going to need to get a good couple of hits for this style for these style
absolutely,
points.
I got this.
So you try to do this sick-ass trick shot and vaporize a pawn, but you kind of miss the shot a bit trying to aim it through the window, and you kind of shear just a little bit of the glass off. It doesn't shatter, but there's just this melted circle of molten glass on the window now. And the curtains may or may not be slightly on fire. And you gotta go look over like, Bruce, do me a favor and just stomp on that, please. So yeah, you kind of just have to like rip the curtains off and just stomp on it for a bit.
Dude, the doctor's gonna come in here and be like, what the fuck happened to the window?
Medical mishap.
Yep, absolutely.
Projectile vomiting.
Thermite vomit.
Mm.
That sounds like a power an HMHVV monster would have.
Yeah, like...
Thermite vomit? Holy
Just
shit.
draw the curtains, man.
I mean, draw half of the curtains. Huh. And she's gonna be taken aback from her, like, where the fuck did you find that in some bumblefuck mutant town?
An abandoned school.
Makes me wonder what's on the walls of my little refurbished building now.
That's right.
Outside of, like, the dead worker corpses, but let's not talk about that.
I got that correct, right? We did find it inside that school.
Yeah, you found it in the school.
Okay.
On
We-
Survivor the Reaper.
And Screws and I actually found it on a corpse body.
Okay.
That would explain it. Oh yeah, speaking of equipment, I should add your vehicles and all of your materials are like the Roadmaster is still parked in the bus barn.
Oh,
Like the
it's not inside the helicopter.
It is not in the
Okay,
helicopter. It is parked
get
in the
out.
bus barn.
That's sweet.
Oh,
So
good.
yeah, just go and get your equipment, and there is a ladder at the back of the bus barn that you can just walk down to the helipad. It has the same functionality as.
We were storing most of our stuff in there anyway.
Yeah, most of the stuff was thrown into the Roadmaster. Yeah, you have access to all of your things again, so if you need it, feel free to go and take it when you have the time.
All right. So yeah,
Yep.
that about wraps up our
Adventure.
Germany
I-
adventures.
Actually,
And
I
then-
want
Good.
to ask Makoto, do you know if there's a seamstress in this town?
A seamstress? I mean, you're in the middle of the Shoe Nation. They really like making quilts and other kinds of...
Now it's just stereotyping, and that kind of mentality is
That
what's
triggers me?
holding us back as a
Yeah.
civilization. And
Just because everybody here lives in teepees doesn't mean anything, all right? Like,
They live in teepees?
like,
just because they
You're in
built
the
their
middle of the Shoe
skyscrapers
Nation,
out
their
of
rich
cloth
cultural heritage.
and and buffalo skin doesn't make them different.
but
I hope this is all in character.
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, seriously, you could probably just walk down the street and find like everything from like an actual person with a store to some schmuck on the street to go take care of it.
Yeah, my jacket has quite a few holes in it.
Yeah, I noticed. So it looks decent enough. Decent enough.
I hate to make this visit short countdown, but I'll be back in like an hour.
Alright, and she's kind of just going to like scribble some notes down and be like, just talk to any of these people. It's like a list of 5 people within like a 2-block radius.
All right, radical. 5 people in a 2-block radius.
Oh yeah,
Jeez.
it's a common skill for women to have, I'd say, in the
Good.
Shoe Nation.
Anybody here would apparently make a good wife. What the fuck?
Lad.
I will, wait.
See myself out.
Screws.
Screws is a good one.
You'll make a good wife one day, Screws. But yeah, I'm gonna walk down to one of these places and get this thing patched.
And the
up.
first one, I said within a 2-block radius. On the opposite, on like across the street from the hospital, just like Stitch Fix in 15 minutes.
What the fuck? All right, I guess I'll go in there.
And you're actually greeted by the lovely sight of like a hunched over Asian woman.
What the fuck?
What you want?
What?
God
Oh,
damn it.
we're back to this.
Of
You had
course.
to have a reason.
Yeah.
What you want?
Here we
I
are.
am very busy.
Fix
Ask for the chow mein.
this.
We out of dead cat. Sorry.
I was actually came in here. I wanted some dumplings and I don't know because you
Stop be smart ass. Give me clothes to fix.
All right. Drop my coat on the table. Oh wait, before that. Yeah. All
I'm
right.
assuming you have like an undershirt and shit, right?
Yeah.
It's not a
She says going out and be like, 500 new yen.
Well, that's fucking chump change. Yeah, drop it. Just give her a credit
Shape
stick.
change.
Yeah.
Thank you.
do
Come back in
Shadowrun as well.
15 minutes. I have a fix.
15 minutes. I'm just gonna. Is this like a laundry mat where there's like chairs lining the wall?
Yes, there is.
Yeah. Then I'll just like sit down.
And she's kind of just going to like throw it on the table, whip out a sewing machine. Like this, it looks like a sewing machine straight out of like the 50s.
I mean, if it gets the job done.
Yeah, and she just kind of like puts the threads on the needle, takes it to this, and starts going back to that. And while that's going on, let's cut back to the hospital room.
Absolutely.
So I don't have a lot of corp connections, I guess, but I did make a couple of friends over in Ares, thankfully. And they're really the only schmucks I can get good gamaware out of. So I called in some favors, and I paid a shitload of money. I'm not expecting you to pay back all of it, but just reimburse me a bit, alright?
Well, Screws, you're gonna have to fill in my memory. What exactly happened at the end of that last job?
Yeah, he was out cold, wasn't he?
I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna get a drink.
Did we get the spear?
Kinda. It's a little broken, but it's still magic. It works still. Like,
Wait, the spear is in Datasso's pocket, which is in the hands of an Asian woman? Oh no!
I mean, I don't know that.
But I do! Oh, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, so I'll be like, it got kinda broken, but it still works as the spear, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's still glowing like hell. The Tasso had it, I think.
The taco?
I said the Tasso.
The Tasso.
The taco. Is that like Ghost Cartel Datasso's twin brother?
It's over, the taco.
Oh yeah, continue.
Yeah, that was the Tasso's upcoming rival. So I think
I
the
am
Tasso
you,
had
but
it
better.
last. Like, the Tasso had it last. It's like still works as the spear, I'm pretty sure. It's
Well,
smaller.
you probably should have told me that earlier. We kind of need to put that somewhere safe. I'm pretty sure you could give it to Carver downstairs, and he could take good care of it. You have any idea where the fuck it is?
The Tasso had it.
I have a very bad feeling about this whole scenario. I really do.
Just keep it cool.
I guess on that note, no, Dally, fill me in here, or remind me.
Yeah.
Did Countdown actually tell Makoto about wanting to become the ultimate decker?
He may have mentioned it in passing. I don't know.
Well, it's this one that Makoto's gonna turn to you and be like, so, what are you going to be doing? You're going to be in this bed for at least a month or two while your body recovers. Can't just grow you a whole new torso. Sorry about that, as much as I'd love to.
We're gonna do a bit of researching.
Sorry about that. On what exactly? Oh, right, I did fill you in on what happened to your former employer, correct? Hello, Brad. I did fill you in on what happened to your former employer, correct?
Yeah. So
Died?
Yeah, it was Neonet, for whatever reason, went after him.
Yeah.
So Neonet wanted your employer. Renraku wants you. Wuxing wants you for questioning. And I'm assuming Seder Krupp also wants you for whatever reason, because you know about their dirty secret out in Bumblefuck Germany, so they probably want you in as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you've somehow managed to find yourself on Seder Krupp's shit list, which is probably the worst thing that could happen to you amidst all of this.
Well, fortunately, Seder Krupp doesn't know much about us.
Thankfully, but it seems like Renraku does have a pretty good finger on you. But Lord forbid they somehow put 2 and 2 together that you're the same group. The corporate court might want to word with you. And once the corporate court as a whole is after you, you have no chance. I'm just going to politely ask you to watch yourselves from here on out.
What
Get
could a
masked,
court
stick to the
possibly?
shadows.
What could a court
etc.
possibly want with us? Right.
Well,
We do have that spear.
if they put 2 and 2 together that you've been finding out all kinds of nasty shit, they'll probably try to tear you apart and mind probe you to get all the information as dirt on other corporations.
Mm. Unless that information became public knowledge.
We're about to become, like, eventually we're going to become, like, outlaw numero uno, because everybody's going to want us just because we have dirt on every single corporation.
Yeah, and you'll have fuckloads of information.
Soon we will be Edward Snowden.
Yeah, and instead of you'll be hiding in the Shoe Nation because no corp is going to want to fuck with the Shoe Nation.
No, I want us to take refuge in an independent stuffer shack.
Independent stuffer shack.
I can appreciate
We
it.
give them the sphere of
Whose land
destiny,
does this
and they're
fall
gonna kill
under?
us.
See, they have to go through so much,
Red tape to actually
Yeah.
invade Stuffer Shack. And then they'll come to the question of, like, if we fire a bullet in one state line and it hits you in another, does it count as illegal?
And it'll take them so long inside that stuffer shack, we will build a spaceship and fly to Mars.
Where Elon Musk is still alive.
But yeah, nonetheless, I'm just going to assume that, like, Tatasso is on the phone here so we can still hear this.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm just going to say, trying not to make too many more enemies. What even did take down your plane, anyways?
Oh, my headset cut out. Repeat.
Hello? What even took down your plane over Berlin, anyways? Or Essen, rather.
I don't know, some crazy assassin. I think they were hired by Renraku.
Is there anything you remember about them?
She had a barcode
Minor
on her.
retcon, it was numbers, not a barcode, because I forgot which one Countdown had.
She had bar numbers.
So you mean she had the same shit on her hand that you do?
Yeah.
So it's safe to say that she has some sort of connection to your past as well.
Well, I can't.
I mean, you are aware of, like, Countdown is aware of the fact that he is, like, a test tube person, right?
Yeah, he was broken out by Shadowrunners.
Oh, right, shit. I completely forgot. Well, you've been around out and about for how long now, exactly?
About 10 years.
How old did the woman look?
She wasn't that old, I don't think.
Dude, I've got to ask. You say
What's up?
Shadowrunners broke him out. Was it me?
No, I don't think so. That wasn't written into the backstory.
Well, I didn't know that he was a test tube baby.
I guess it just never came up in conversation.
Yeah, like...
No, everyone that broke me out either died or
Everyone that broke him out died except for him.
died or, like, he basically, like, during a gunfight, just, like, stole a car and bolted away from everyone.
Okay.
And
Pretty
wound up in
much.
Seattle.
Alright.
So, I'm just gonna say for ease of dialogue, she didn't look a day over 20.
Yeah. She wasn't that old.
So, I guess it would be safe to say that you're an older model.
Older motto.
An older model, yeah.
Yeah, the old T-51 versus the old T-52.
Which Well, that's kind of terrifying, though, that they're still putting super soldiers together. Lord I mean, with the way technology goes, Lord knows what they've come up with in these last 10 years.
Nothing that Megacorps does surprise me anymore.
Well, there was your little BioWare buddy. God forbid they perfected that shit.
Yeah, he's still around. I wonder what he's doing.
That's a good question.
Touching his wee-wee.
He probably assumed you were dead when he couldn't track you anymore.
He's also being chased by Renraku.
For obvious reason. I want to say, well... Sniper Lady is the new hotness. Sad face. Absolutely fucking tragic. And it's at this point that... At this point that you're going to hear a little bit of noise in the background of the toss of the room. It's like, hey, what these? These look very expensive. I want it. And she kind of just pulls out the tip of the Spear of Destiny that you left in your pocket.
Oh, fuck. Like, I want...
What this? It look very expensive.
It's a family
It's
heirloom.
it's very nice. Is it sharp? And she's going to like take it
No,
and kind of prick her finger on the tip of it. And it's just going to, a little droplet of blood's going to come out and be like, oh wow, very sharp. It's very good quality. You use this to move straw in farm?
Yes.
And she's kind of just going to like nod along, and the blood's still pouring out of the tiny little prick hole in her finger.
I don't imagine it pouring as much as like every now and then a little tricklet of blood comes out of her fingertip.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. Okay, let me rephrase. It's like a consistent trickle of blood.
Yeah.
And after a while, she's like, I'm very sorry. I get blood on your suit. Not big problem, right?
Is it just like a couple tabs of blood?
She's kind of smeared it on a couple of places.
I'll wash it when I get home.
Okay, understood. I am very sorry about getting blood on Spear.
She knows it's a spear.
I mean, it looks like a spear prong. It looks.
Actually, how long is it now? Because
yeah, like
think spears. Say it's around probably like what, 5 feet long, 6 feet.
I mean, it's a
feet?
spearhead. That's very. I mean, she's in the Shoe Nation. She knows what a spearhead looks like.
Originally, it was an actual spear, right?
Yeah, it was an actual
absolutely.
like spear.
So, like, where is it broken up to at now? Then
Where is it? I'd say like 2/3 of the way up the shaft. It's
Oh
snapped.
wow, dude, that's not much we have left.
I mean, you could just put in like buy another piece of wood to it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, well, we have the
Yeah,
important part.
You have magic.
The spearhead is the important part.
Who the fuck
Yeah.
grabs something and stabs themselves with it? Like,
Have you ever seen people like test the sharpness of something by like poking their finger on the tip?
yeah, but like, why in this scenario?
It's an old Asian lady.
Well, I hope she bleeds to death.
she will.
I mean, she's going to eventually.
Yeah, well,
And after a while, she's going to like hand it back to you and put this right there. It's like, how much you want for spear?
it's not for sale. It's a family heirloom.
Then why you have it in coat pocket? Your coat look like shit.
You see, my grandfather before he passed said, "Never fucking let go of this, you retarded little shit." And
Your grandpa sound like great man. I would have beer with him.
Exactly. He told me if I didn't score high enough on my grades that he would kill me.
Oh wow. And they were like, you have Band-Aid perchance? The cut won't stop.
Yeah, don't worry, it will.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. You have very nice day.
All right.
Good day, sir. Stay safe.
Uh-huh.
And they're just gonna start yelling in Chinese up the stairs.
I'm thinking about burning
Also,
this
what have you
place
done?
down. Like, it's okay. They're not gonna know it's us. Nobody knows we have.
I mean, the
this.
woman has literally no reason to not believe him.
As well as like, I don't think anybody knows we have this for the most part.
Yeah. And she wanna like start yelling in Chinese like, do you have any knowledge of Cantonese or Chinese? Also, Sam, shut up.
I think I do.
I am God here.
I think
Plus, it's an old Asian woman, so her judge intentions is like 2.
Yeah,
She's a fucking brainlet.
Should I roll?
No, there's really no point. She's already fucked off to tell her husband.
All right.
Do you have any knowledge of Chinese?
I do.
You actually do know Cantonese?
Yeah.
Alright, roll your Cantonese dice. 2 successes?
Yeah.
While she's yelling up at her husband like, "Hey, this man have very nice heirloom. It's very pretty. Get banded, please."
Okay.
Oh, I just threw up in my mouth. Ow.
It hurt?
Little bit. Huh. So, yeah, this woman is very excited.
Excited to die.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I mean,
Are you actually gonna
I mean,
do anything?
she's not going to bleed to death from a prick that small, but it's never going to heal, so it's going to get infected.
Yeah, like I can't.
I
I was
was
gonna
saying,
say,
that will eventually kill her. I mean,
like she's not losing enough blood. Like
She's not like, I'm going to say that her blood cells, like natural multiplication, is doing enough to like counteract what she's losing, but it's an open wound that will never heal. So
Alright.
she's eventually going to get an infection.
that's even worse.
I don't know what I can do to help this lady now that she's fucked herself. And
I mean, it's not your problem.
I can't really bring a mage in here to fix her without like making some giant fucking excuse.
Alex, you're the worst Shadowrunner ever.
Dude, what am I supposed to do? Like,
You left a holy artifact in your pocket.
Nothing. I'm not gonna tell you because I'm not there.
like, am I supposed
I mean, you're on the
to-
phone, and you heard that whole exchange.
Yeah. What am I supposed to, like, go back and be like, oh, sorry, I've mortally wounded you. I've done that.
And Makoto's kind of be like, I mean, you could just play it. I mean, you could play it off like you're some cool businessman or like some gypsy. This is the Shu Nation.
I mean, I'm already out of there, and she's
And
not the
also-
wiser.
If you let her go, you'll be leaving someone go with a permanent blood wound. Eventually, someone will find out about that and lead them back to here.
Is this his new cerebral cortex talking?
We say, well, he just said we're on the phone, apparently.
yeah, no,
you
but
are.
I'm saying, like, is this, like, your new reasoning coming to light?
Yes. Also, paranoia and fucking
Paranoia?
paranoia.
I can't. Looks like your cerebral boosters took some damage.
Paranoia.
You want me to take her out? What do you want me to do here?
I mean, you could just kill them in their sleep.
That, like,
Makoto kind of just
is that
shrugs.
Makoto saying that?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Look,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
look,
I'm
it's
kidding.
your problem. I'm leaving it to you to resolve, but you gotta do something about it.
Don't fuck it up.
So now this session just became how to take care of an elderly fucking Chinese woman because she's nearly killed herself.
It was disenchanted. It was disenchanted on me. It might work.
Where are we gonna? Oh wait, actually, do you think the monkey man would be able to disenchant a woman like this?
I mean, I'm just going to say, you guys do have good faith to believe that that's a thing that he can do. Considering if he can put life into things, he should have the realistically should have the power to
take it
life
away.
out of things.
If he can give life, he can remove it.
Basically,
I brought you into this world.
That man has too much power.
he's also pretty deep in debt.
Makoto, how willing do you think? What's his Carver? Was it?
Carver, yeah.
How willing do you think Carver would
Okay,
be
cool.
to assist me in a shitty matter that's now come to light?
I mean, he's more of a business associate with me. We don't talk much, but I mean, you're all perfectly fine, so I guess he's cool with you guys. I guess you can just call in a favor.
All right. Do you know if he would prefer me asking him in person over calling him on a comm link? Because he already
know.
mentioned his disdain towards comm links.
I mean, he lives in my basement. Doesn't mean I talk to him.
Fair enough.
He lives in my basement for a reason.
Sounds a little fucked up out of context.
You know, Dally, at the end of this, you should make a compilation of like Makoto's descent into madness.
Oh, God.
Just kill them in their sleep. He lives in my basement. I don't talk to him.
Her
Kill
eyes
them
are full of
all.
glee. What was the phrase for like murder glee? I forgot what I said. Big
We're
murder?
happy. Yeah, big murder.
Big murder? Knife ear?
Alright. Well, hey, now Screws can get some on-hand experience learning
Oh yeah, absolutely.
firsthand.
Oh yeah, he totally can.
You know, it would be nice to have someone that can disenchant that spear curse, because like if we do end up using it, you know, things can happen.
Accidental
Right.
things, crit glitch things.
Wow.
Crit glitch things you slice off your hand with the spear of destiny.
God, I don't know if I trust you with that anymore. So.
Get it, okay?
Oh, dude, it was just an honest mistake. Just an honest mistake letting an Asian woman stab herself with it for no good reason.
Look, we'll take care of her in a couple of hours because there is more pressing matters I'd like to bring up with you.
Okay.
First off, Countdown, something that has come to my mind that I've thought of. In the grand days of post-Matrix Crash 2.0, a Decker is more important than anything. And
Right.
I can't really be around you guys all the time anymore, and I don't exactly have the money or the time to hunt down a competent Decker.
I know that more than
Now-
anything.
Seems like the one of you who actually has the most gray matter knocking around his head has achieved a little bit of magic power of his own. So it looks like he's now going to be getting a data jack shoved into his skull.
I haven't done
He
that
actually
in my
has
school.
one.
Yeah, shut up.
He's gonna be preoccupied learning the forbidden arts.
Oh, by the way,
God.
that control rig, yeah, that's still in the freezer.
Oh,
Did you not look in the fridge of your little apartment?
It's
there.
Little apartment.
Your little basement pad. Whatever, your head's there, don't worry about it. We'll get that installed eventually, because you kind of need to defrost that thing, because it's been sitting there for like 3.5 months, I think, at this point. Look, you know what happens when you leave shit in a fridge for like 3.5 months? It gets fucking gross. And that's a human head that they stuffed in there.
Wait, they didn't take it out?
No,
What the fuck?
she just threw the head into a cooler and left it in a fridge.
Oh, good. Right next to the fucking bacon.
Dude, you'll just have the bacon residue. You're good.
So, yeah, I mean, you're going to be stuck in this bed for 2 months.
I have no grease for the bacon. Let's just use some fucking brain matter. Sorry, I'm done.
That's fucked.
I've always heard of a countdown signature brain matter and bacon special.
That's going to be the fucking name of this one.
I don't even want to start.
Alright, yeah. I mean, hey, I've always wanted to ramble at length about the Matrix to somebody.
Will you show me the light, master?
Never say that again.
Okay, sensei.
I'll have you know, when she kind of stands up and strikes like a shitty Ginyu pose, I am the ultimate Decker, Makoto. And like, she can't even keep a straight face, right? She just starts fucking cackling. Oh yeah, no, seriously, if you want, I will teach you as much as I can.
Well, not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you a couple of weeks to actually stabilize a bit, and then we'll drill that data jack into the side of your head.
Why wait till then? I feel fine. Coughs of some blood.
Speaking of, your leg should be on its way. Your leg's on its way, it should be here within a couple of days.
Alright, good.
I guess I'll hunt down I can't get you a Gamaware data jack. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's a lot of time and effort. But I'll try to get you betaware, maybe better. There?
Whew.
I'm saying, I'll just go my street doc on over. Have her do it.
Oh, yeah, your street doc. Yeah, the fuck ever... yeah, you should probably look into that. She might be wondering where the fuck you were for 3 months.
Yeah, she doesn't really care.
I like how you could say that with certainty.
Yeah, take a look at her. Honestly, she's probably more competent than half the people at this hospital. I'm glad you're not... I'm surprised you're not having, like, you're not on antibiotics right now.
Well, I'm surprised too, actually.
It's a very cheap hospital.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Furthermore, with the death of your employer, I'm guessing that makes me your stand-in for the time being.
Well, I guess, I don't know, I left all that stuff to the Tasso anyway.
Am I still on the phone?
No.
I mean, I'm going to say at this point you've kind of walked back into the hospital.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I got the thing done and everything, so.
Yeah.
We don't have a means of getting work, so if you want to be our means of getting work for the next couple months, that'd be nice.
I mean, look, I'm just going to ask you straight up now, do you even want me to dig into the whole NeoNet mess and what happened to your last boss?
If it has a connection to us, then yeah, I want to know about it.
Yeah.
I mean, if they wanted him dead, they probably know about you guys and therefore want you dead.
It wouldn't hurt to know.
Did he mention anything of note to you guys? Anything at all? Anything I
Memory?
can cling on to?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have you roll memory checks.
Because I vaguely remember him saying something, but like
Whoops.
that was during the comedy skit, and we just kept hanging up on him.
I
Tasso does not remember shit.
I put accidentally 5d6.
Oh, okay.
My memory has grown. Oh.
Oh, god damn, I can't even fucking do this right. There we go.
My memory has grown 1 success.
Well, at least Scrooge remembers.
My numbers.
I'm sorry for screeching into your ears. That was fucking hilarious.
My numbers have grown, but my power is not.
Your experience with that tower has not.
I have not become.
I'm sorry, did I
Cthulhu.
actually just screech like a banshee?
Oh, you did.
I'm so sorry. Send me the sound bite when you actually get to that part, if you'd be so kind.
You
I'm
mean
curious.
in a month and a half? No. Reminder that part 8 is actually done, but part 6 is not at this point.
Shut up.
What about part 7?
Nope.
Shut
not even
up.
because that's not my job.
Shut up. I'm a college student with a job.
Oh no! If I could do this shit in like 4 hours.
Alright, fine.
Anyway,
Anyways, yeah, enough throwing me under the bus.
what does Scrooge remember?
Okay, lost my train of thought because of you.
What does Scrooge remember about our last employer?
Yes.
I got his
last words.
Steamboat Sally directly worked under him, and you know that he mentioned some good runners of his ending up dead. And you also remember that one of your children was cut off by a hail of gunfire.
Yeah.
Yeah. That dwarf woman worked for him. He
You mean that dumb
mentioned
bitch
that?
from Hong Kong?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never want to talk to her again.
Oh, god damn it, I'm bleeding again. Shit.
Did you get stabbed by spirit?
I look at the Tasso.
Hides the spear that I had drawn for no good reason.
Little did you know that the old Asian accent is actually a normal one.
Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just wiping blood out of my nose.
Oh, good.
So yeah, continue, Asaf?
He mentioned that a few of his runners got killed, and I think one of his last calls ended with gunfire. If I remember right.
Well, sounds like somebody wanted him dead. You know anybody, any connections? I mean, outside of the dwarf bitch, I mean.
No.
So in other words, grill her for information, if she's even still alive, actually.
Probably your best bet.
Alright. Leave that to me, and I'll take care of it for you.
Alright.
So yeah, Countdown has a thing to do for the next month or two. Azoth has a teacher. What is Tasso going to be up to?
What the fuck can I do? Like, we have a teacher, yes, for him. Countdown's in a hospital bed. What am I gonna just go on tour with the fucking twins? Like,
Yo,
I mean, you could
develop that social link. Become friends
buff
with the
your
dragon.
charisma.
like that's actually not a bad idea, though. Like,
Yeah, you could pretend to be their stage manager.
oh
No, be in the band.
oh, dude, oh god,
Drums. Learn the
Yeah.
drums.
Do they even? I have no knowledge instruments, Austin. Like, I can't. Do
That's why I said
Just get a
drums.
skill chip shoved into
Oh,
your head.
you're right. Don't need skills to just tippity tap.
Yeah, you see
Ugh.
rhythm. It's okay. Tasso stabs someone with the spear of destiny that makes him never stop bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
a poor Asian
I
woman is
didn't
bleeding
stab
to
him.
death, and she doesn't understand like the situation she's in.
Yeah.
Tasso
but
has
at all.
caused an old Chinese lady to forever bleed.
I mean, it's just a little prick of blood, but it will eventually become dangerous for her. Only because in elderly age, an infection could mean your death.
This is fine.
An incurable infection.
Huh.
All right.
But
Anyway,
yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna fucking do. While I guess like the best thing I have is I'll go see what those girls are up to.
I'm gonna say what you could also do is kind of ingratiate yourself with the city and try to get a cut of the business Makoto's doing and get some funds of your own rolling.
That's also a good idea. But
become a business tycoon?
what's better here? Becoming a business tycoon and helping Makoto, or getting in with a dragon?
I mean, what does Tasso think is the better decision?
Dude, getting in with a dragon is like the rarest phenomenon.
Even if it's a lesser dragon?
Even if it's a lesser dragon, like, I think I'm gonna go see what those girls are up to.
Alright, Makoto's kind of going to be like, well, they're going to be back in town within a couple of days, and... well, I guess you could go off on their touring adventures.
Before that, let's fix the issue with this old lady. Let's...
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to Carver.
No, the lady stabbed herself. Because Earl T. dipshit over here left the spear in his pocket, and she's like, oh, what's this?
Yeah.
Very sharp, it looks
Yeah.
very nice. And she tested the tip and pricked her finger on it.
So it's not like a mortal wound, but it's going to bleed forever. So eventually it's going to get infected, and in old age, she will die.
Whoops, yeah, that's basically that. So, backing up, it's like, well, I guess go back to the school, talk to Carver, see what he can do. Have fun conning your way into that shit. Ugh.
What, carving? Do you think Carver's going to deny this?
No, I mean, Carver might actually help you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I mean, I've got cameras all over that place. I know Azoth talked to him about Azoth. God damn it. Yeah, who's Azoth?
Yeah.
You've done it like 4 or 5 times this session.
I always I call
Capital.
Azoth Screws outside of the game, and I call him
Yeah.
Azoth in the game. I have it very backwards. But I digress. Yeah, Screws, I guess, I mean, he seems to have taken a bit of a shine to you. So, yeah, go see what he can tell you about this whole situation.
Alright, I guess I'll head behind.
Yeah, just go find a cab. You'll figure it out.
Right.
And that just leaves Tasso in the room. And Tasso and Ken, it's like, well, Tasso, I mean, you're waiting for the girls to get back, right?
Yeah. Wait.
I guess wander town if you like, or go and try to convince that woman that she's a medicine man or some shit.
No. Here, okay.
Yeah, what's your plan with this old lady?
I'm gonna go back to that seamstress.
Fuck, what did I call that shop? Stop and Stitch in 15 minutes?
Something like that. Something to that degree.
You disenchant the wound.
Are you saying that happens?
I mean, you could just cut off the finger.
Hey, look the other
But,
way.
essence?
His finger.
So, yeah, I'm one.
Wait. I don't think I've got to cut off the finger. You just have to sever the little bit of skin that is there. It's the small prick, so you could actually just shave off the little bit of skin on the fingertip.
No, it's into the finger. You have to, like, actually just cut off the tip of her finger.
Well, that's honestly easier than getting this shit disenchanted.
Just shoot her with a fucking narcojet dart and chop her finger off.
I mean, I'm about to, honestly.
Oh boy, have fun.
Yeah, like...
And with that, she's just going to like kind of wave. It's like, look, just go take care of that, please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
Before this becomes a big scene.
Okay. As I said, going over to this place.
All right. Going over to Stop and Stitch in 15 minutes.
Yes. So as I walk in, I imagine she's sitting there. Can I sneak?
I mean, she's looking right at the door.
Oh, okay, then never
You
mind.
can't.
Fair enough.
Back door.
She's looking at the back door.
She has eyes on the back of her head. She's cybered. Little did you know. And yeah, I'm just gonna like go over the separate scenarios going on here. But I'm gonna start with the hold the toss one. It's like, well, you're at the store. She's immediately like, oh, you back, hello.
Do you have a restroom in here?
Yeah, it's seem back, but it's for customer only.
I mean,
You need to buy something.
what does she have just laying around? Is it like a scarf? Can I see a scarf?
I mean, they're like she's got a pile of thrift store clothes in the back.
I'm just gonna grab something like a fucking hat. I don't fucking care.
You kind of just shove your hand in the pile and get these cups.
Actually-
Like shitty toddler-sized mittens.
Okay, yeah, there we go. I'll get these.
20 new yen, please.
Okay. Runs to the bathroom.
Okay. And she's just gonna let you like just point behind her.
Empties fucking. I don't even know. I don't want to hit her with a full fucking narcojet round.
You gotta knock her out.
I mean, it won't kill her.
You're right. Fucking.
Oh my god. You're actually going to do it. So what's your plan here? Are you just going to like roll sneak to sneak out?
Well, this is where I use my fucking dart gun.
Fire the laser and cut the finger off?
That's the worst idea possible. I get I have a laser, but like that doesn't mean I have to use it 24/7.
I thought that was the situation.
Um,
Alright, just fucking kill this old lady already.
I don't want to kill the old lady, Austin.
Yeah, whatever. Handle it.
You want her dead? Why?
No, I want you to handle this now.
It's,
The countdown
it's gotta
months
be
are
handled.
dead.
Be patient, kid. Jeez.
All right, how are you going to handle this situation?
Yeah, definitely just gonna use actually, would it be more accurate to use my dart gun or my fucking finger? Ugh.
Don't do a fucking finger grenade.
It's not a grenade, dog. It would be
What?
just hitting her on the back of the neck with a narcojet round.
I mean, just dart her.
Oh yeah, that's
Sort
absolutely.
her out.
Yeah, but you still have your dart gun, right?
Yeah, but like my rolls for that are much worse than my finger launcher.
I mean, you can't just... I mean, you have, like, tear gas, but if you tear gas the place,
I'm
that's
not
probably going to set off
doing
a
that.
smoke alarm.
That is the worst idea. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Fucking dart pistol. Let's go. Come on, please. I failed.
Ah, what an idiot!
All right. Well, there goes the edge.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're okay. You're spending. Are you spending edge?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
I should add. What would have happened was you would have like missed it, and the door would have just like smashed on the door, and just put her. So you hit the lady like right between like her shoulder blades, and she kind of just turns around and goes, "Wash your," and she just like falls and headbutts the table on the way out and cuts her head.
Everyone always fucking dramatically falls and dies.
Yeah, well, I don't. Did she actually cut her fucking head open?
Well, I mean, she like bashed her head on the corner of a table. That'll like cut your head.
God damn it!
Like, not open. She hurt herself. Like, I'm assuming she's not
Yeah.
going to die.
I imagine
Like
she would
it
just
hurts like shit.
I imagine she'd be like sitting down because of her job, and then she would just like teeter over.
No, she's standing.
It doesn't matter.
You
Deal
gotta-
this. Fucking handle this.
Fucking
Yeah, deal with the
Asians.
situation.
Remove the finger. I don't care.
Ugh. And it did make like a decent little thought, but you said earlier she was sitting, did I?
I mean, originally whenever I came in, I'm pretty sure that's how it was described. But
Whatever. Keep going.
Yeah, whatever. Retcons all around.
um,
And then like the thud on the corner of the table is kind of, it's pretty pronounced. And just roll quick perception.
yeah, I was
rolling.
gonna say I want to check and make sure her husband's not coming down the stairs. Loads another narcojet round.
It's like the hush puppy at MGS where you need to like cock it again after every shot. 4 successes, you hear the sounds of like the sound of like, oh, like there's someone talking upstairs and is moving towards the stairwell.
I'm going to just be aimed directly at that stairwell, waiting for him to come down.
And you're greeted by an old man in like, you know those little chairs that like slide along the stairwell?
Yeah, that doesn't fucking matter to me.
You're not gonna guilt me, bitch.
Yeah, like he's going down. See you later, you old fuck.
you get him like right in the chest, and he doesn't even realize what's going on, so he just kind of just like falls asleep and starts snoring in the chair as it's going down.
No. All right, dope. I'm gonna retrieve both of the darts that are stuck in these two, and then I'm going to use my finger pistol to just incinerate the tip of her finger, because that'll cauterize the wound as well.
Your finger pistol?
No, my finger laser, or not my finger pistol, my
Your
hand-
red line.
Yeah.
Alright, roll your laser skill.
That's gonna cauterize the wound as well. So
2 successes, I mean you toss a trust. Fucking. Oh my god, where do you find this? The resolution is shit.
dude, it's amazing. That's
Google
part of what makes
Images.
it good.
Google Images. That explains why it's a
Okay.
bottom text meme.
The source for this is me.me.
Anyways, right. So the woman's finger just pops right off.
I imagine, like, I just want to like take it right at like the.
I mean, you're gonna have to like take it down to like the joint.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Is right at her the secondary joint. Would that
Yeah.
be fine?
Yeah, that would be fine.
It's gonna hurt like a bitch when she wakes up, but like.
Not. I mean, it's just like a fucked up finger. It's going to like hurt, but it's not like horrifying pain.
Okay, well,
But that phantom limb pain.
the phantom limb.
I mean, so you can just get a cyber finger.
Oh yeah,
Doesn't matter.
just get a cyber finger. Not like that's actually expensive for a fucking poor seamstress.
All right, situation handled.
Dude.
I mean, it's just a cyber fingertip.
Yeah, that's like I think that's like 2,000 new yen.
2,000. I mean, she charges $200 for a 15-minute job.
Okay, you need me to count this shit? Anyway.
So,
Yeah, let's not argue the
steal the money
logistics
back.
of this woman.
I'll leave her an extra like 200 new yen.
She owns a thrift shop. Do you think you'll be able to afford cyber?
Like,
Are you just gonna like leave a cred stick on the table?
Yeah, for 200 new yen.
200 new yen for a missing finger.
Yeah, like I'm not money banks right now, dog. Like,
That's fucked. I love it.
yep. So in total, I've actually spent like, I think like 420 new yen here, maybe more.
Plus 2,000, apparently.
Plus 2,000.
Yeah, you're actually gonna do that? You're gonna leave money?
No, yeah, I left her a little bit of extra money.
Did you say 200 or 2,000?
200. I don't have
Oh, okay.
2,000 to give.
Oh.
It's like leaving
I
a
mean,
tip.
you still have some very expensive shit to sell.
Oh yeah. Well, is there a different thrift shop I could go sell this at?
I mean, you have to go to like a magic shop.
Oh, a magic shop. Ooh.
Wait, what?
He has the Raven shit, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's weird shit. I was gonna say, I still have the magic foci.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
I mean, you're probably just going to hand those over to Screws or like Carver at this point.
Look, Screws has not told me that he's a magic boy yet.
Oh, I mean, oh wait, yeah, you're like magically retarded and
No,
can't
I
even
did.
see.
I told you like straight away when I bonded with the spirit.
Yeah, but you didn't really go into it.
I mean, you told me, but you didn't tell
What
me.
I'm saying is,
Yeah,
I haven't
sure.
seen you do magic.
And then there was the whole thing where I was sensing the entire time.
Yeah, but you haven't. That's not real magic to me. Look,
That's not real magic. Seeing shit through.
No, all
walls.
that magic shit, fuck off.
you haven't exploded someone's leg yet. That's real magic.
Yeah, he expects you to shoot a fireball, not look through a wall.
Even if you actually can't just shoot a fireball normally.
I mean, I
can
still
make
want
it
to do
not
like.
fireball.
Yeah.
I still want to put like. What is it? Gravity on like a UCAS dollar and super glue it to the floor. It's alright with the old lady thing here. Let's go over to the Screw situation. And once he arrives at the school, the bird kind of just like comes into it and is like, hey, buddy, hey.
Oh.
So you remember that little command line shit? How
Yeah.
do we give these kids an early break?
What, like open doors or what?
I mean, there's gotta be something you do. We gotta get. How about we give these kids a free day and tell them there's a bomb in the gym. Tell them
No.
there's a bomb in the gym.
Time to roll.
You don't have to roll composure to beat this bird.
I failed.
You are physically compelled to tell this school that there was a bomb threat. Is your mic inside of a sealed tin can? Yes, it actually is. He's trying.
Okay, so I guess I'm forced to type this.
Yeah, just roll a quick software check.
It's gonna be great when I delete the sprite by accident.
Oh god, that would be a problem. You don't have 4 use cyber.
That is a true
Oh,
tin
no.
can man.
6 successes. Oh no. Oh no. So all of a sudden,
You put an actual bomb in.
you're
Okay.
greeted by a bunch of like error messages, and on the loudspeaker, a little texty's voice is just blaring. There is a bomb threat by anti-technomancer forces. Please evacuate the school immediately. I repeat, evacuate the school immediately. And like within seconds, chairs are flying through windows and students are jumping out. And then like there is no order whatsoever. These kids are fucking terrified. In
You don't
true
tell them there's a
technomancer
bomb
fashion.
threat. You say it's a code blue or whatever, code green.
But like this was.
Or in the
specifically
case
done-
of a technoman, or in the case of like a group of technomancers, it's a Tuesday.
Hmm.
But yeah, these kids are like flying out the fucking windows and running into the field.
God, a school of special stuff.
And the crow is losing its fucking mind. It is a very
I wonder if
happy
there's a way
moment.
for me to delete my involvement in this.
Oh no. I mean, the way that techno shit works, is that tracked?
Sorry?
The way that techno shit works is it's tracked, ain't it? They're going to know you did it, buddy.
I mean,
Have fun.
maybe?
And, like, it doesn't even let you, like, respond. The bird kind of just dissipates back into your being.
It's trying to change comrades.
So you have caused some horribly deep shit for this school. That's a lot of, like, broken windows and shit now.
Oh, that shit's going awry for more than just me.
So yeah, you now have free reign to just waltz into the school, kind of like sheepishly, like, "Hey, I need to go into the records room." I mean, the staff room's actually just empty.
Yeah, I guess I'll just walk in then.
Yeah. Kind of walk into the room, open it, seal it. And at this point, like, Carver is sitting in the middle of the living room with his fucking Cavalier drawn behind an overturned table. Where are they? Where are they coming from?
No one's coming, actually.
What? What?
Yeah.
Care to explain, buddy?
Raven likes to mess around.
Yeah, mess around. You just put the whole school on high alert. I think one of those kids got stuck in a toilet.
How did he get to the toilet and get stuck?
They're just kids, boss. Don't hurt them.
I'll go help him out later. More importantly, why I came back. You know the Spear of Destiny?
I mean, sure, everybody knows about the Spear of Destiny.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, that might have been in our possession, and someone might have gotten with it.
I thought it was
Why am I not surprised that you're the schmucks that blew up half the fucking museum in Vienna? Oh, you're also aware that there was a huge HMHVV outbreak in Vienna, right? You had, like, a pet vampire or something?
I just want to chime in real quick.
Sure,
so
go for it.
He was going there to inform this man that I needed assistance with the bullshit with the spear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him know that that's no longer necessary.
No, these are, like, occurring at the same time.
Oh, okay, alright.
That's about 1/3 of the session, yeah.
I'm glad that the bomb threat just happened. That's always fun.
Your average Technomancer Tuesday. Thursday's when the shooting threats happen. Huh. Like, well, I mean, I'm a little bit busy here with all these statues and shit. How about I just give you the gist of how disenchantment works? How's that?
Pardon? Sorry, you got
Essentially, and he's kind of just going to, like, guide you through it. He's basically, like, putting you through the motions of what it's like to kind of use your own force and your own magical ability to manipulate other things. So basically, just teaches you how to manipulate the magical energy in objects with your own body, pretty much.
Well, that's alchemy.
I mean, removing it, I mean.
Oh, okay.
But disenchanting.
I'm just going to say you can also put a point in alchemy here because he's explained to you the gist of, like, manipulating magical energy.
Okay, so I'll shoot under improvement for
it. He's still teaching it to you. So, yeah, I mean, if you have the karma, spend it.
Yeah, I have the karma for one of those.
Then put in disenchanting. I mean, yeah, just do it under improvements, actually. Go for it.
Alright, you put the karma.
Yeah, just put 1 point into each under improvements. And with that, I'm going to say now Tatasso can get his message through about the whole situation. Just call Screws.
I imagine.
Assuming Screws wants to pick up his comlink.
Yeah.
As up.
Yeah, I'll answer.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up?
It's been taken care of.
Oh, well, that was kind of made this pointless then. I guess I'm gonna go head to the bathroom to try and help that kid.
Well, what? Wait, you say this to me? I'm like, what kid and why in the bathroom?
Yeah,
School's on
oopsie.
fire, but-
He had an oopsie poopsie.
I'm just going to give you a bit of flavor text here. I'm just going to assume that Screws figures this shit out on his own. You're greeted by the sight of a student who appears to have tried to stand up on the toilet to kind of hide from anybody roaming the halls, but he slipped in such a horrible fashion that he managed to get his ass stuck in the toilet bowl and cannot get out.
Fucking Technomancer can't operate in meat space.
I mean, yeah, they're all like retarded techno children.
That sounds like
So is this kid giving himself a Farley, essentially?
No, he's not. He's giving has his ass stuck in the toilet bowl and he cannot get out. And he's kind of eyeing you, and he's like sees you take a minute to realize what this kid is seeing. You open up a bathroom stall, and there's this kid with his ass stuck in a toilet. What he sees is a biker elf, just opening up the door and staring at him. Like, this kid is fucking
Forget that
screaming.
you wear the biker outfit like everywhere.
I am
God.
the Columbine.
Yo,
Do you say that to the
just
child?
pull out a gun.
No.
Just pull out a gun.
Come on, really traumatize this kid. Actually, yeah, the bird. You get a little inkling in the back of your head. The bird's like, you look fucking terrifying. Come on, scar this kid. Point your gun at
Fucking
him.
kill this spirit.
Kill the kid.
You're gonna tame this
Kill
spirit.
the boy.
Wait,
Or
what?
make the boy think you're gonna kill him anyways.
Okay, I was about to say kill. God,
Kill the boy.
Ah, pranked him.
I pranked
Pranked him. His brain's all over the wall. Got him.
Dude, you ever prank someone so hard you send them to the afterlife?
Go on. Fuck the boy before you help him.
Can I shoot, like, the toilet underneath him? Like, in a way that it wouldn't hit him?
You don't actually. The bird's not saying shoot him, but sure, you can go for it.
Well, no, like, shoot the toilet, but, like, not actually hit him.
All right, roll your dice.
Don't you
Please.
only have
Like,
shotguns?
I'm aiming super below him with my pistol.
And this kid is like freaking the ever living fuck out. He's just like, please don't shoot me. Oh god. Oh my god, I was hoping you'd glitch on that so bad. Just like shoot the child in the stomach. So you kind of just like blast the toilet out from under him. And he just slips right out. And like, he just commando rolls underneath the stall wall into the next stall.
Okay, I'll be like, false alarm. And leave.
False alarm.
False alarm.
It's okay.
And the bird is very pleased by this. So, I should explain how we're doing the show with the bird. I'm basically just independently tracking how much he likes you and how much he doesn't like you as, like, even like the binary law versus chaos scale of SMT, and I'm just kind of sliding that back and forth.
God damn it.
And if you get really into his good graces, he'll give you cool shit, and if you get into his bad graces, he'll give you shit like Astral Beacon. Yeah, you're actually... Azoth is actually becoming chaos. It's like being a Sith in Star Wars, where you actively get weaker if you're not evil. Boy. Anyways, continuing along, let's go back to the countdown situation. Who is none the wiser of all this stupid bullshit just yet.
Not like I can affect the tide right now. No,
What was it?
So not that I can affect much right now until I get my cyber tech.
And Makoto's kind of just going to like pause and be like, "Well, do you?" Oh yeah, I forgot we had a Walter emote. So do you actually want to go along with the data jack idea?
Yeah. I've noticed along our ways, having someone like you around was a luxury.
Uh,
Does she
useful
blush?
to
Yeah.
say the least. Should Makoto get an alert about her school exploding? I mean, this is like, again, these are all happening at the same time, so she's not getting that message for a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah, that's a fair point. I mean, we're gonna need to hunt you down at Cyberdeck. I don't have one. Sorry.
Well, I mean, school of technical managers makes sense.
Yeah, the only Cyberdecks are like the shitty training ones I bought for the school staff, and those belong to the city.
We'll just have to find a decker. See if he wants to part ways with it.
Oh my god, don't tell me we're gonna go and beat up. Like, you're telling me the first thing you're going to do when you're back on your feet is go beat up nerds?
That's how I get back on pace. Work my way up.
Alright. Sure. Just don't get caught by the police.
Police.
Because as far as the town is aware, you are the school security officer.
Oh yeah, no, we'll probably go to a different town.
Yeah, please do.
Are we actually in Cheyenne? Or are we
Yeah, you're in Cheyenne proper.
and that's where the school is?
The school is like 20 minutes outside of town in like the plains.
Right.
It's basically out in farmland.
Okay, I'm just checking. Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll hunt you down the best at a jack I can find. Don't worry about paying me back for this one. This is a mutual use for the both of us. But that leg, yeah. I want to go talk to the guy. I want to see if I can get it for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And with that, like, her comm links would start blowing up, and she kind of just pulls out of her pocket, just, oh, what the fuck, and just sprints out of the room. Like, she doesn't even give you a goodbye, she just fucking bolts out of the room.
Nope.
And as she like turns the corner, she pulls like she unholsters a gun she's just had at her hip this entire time.
What?
It's bumblefuck like farmland. You need to be ready to shoot coyotes at any moment.
You know why she's drawing the gun now?
She doesn't know if they're waiting for her too. In the hospital.
It was a bone.
Is my
throw.
stuff here?
Huh?
My stuff here?
No, none of your stuff is there.
Fuck. What about the stuff I had on me?
I mean, that got like
Yeah.
ripped off your body with your armor.
Yeah.
That's kind of all like that's all in the little apartment building.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, let's draw this day to a close because, well, we've already assumed how all this bullshit's going to go. So let's just jump over to the next day. Countdown's going to go through a surgery. First of all, I'm going to say deduct. You lost your leg, I'm going to say from the knee down. So just take off. Oh, wait, you can't take off decimals of essence. Yeah, just give yourself a Gamware leg then. I don't really want to fight that. I also forgot which leg I said you lost.
Doesn't really matter in the long run.
I think it was the left leg.
You never told me.
Oh, I believe it was. Yeah, I believe in my head it was the left leg that you lost.
Good.
I mean, either way, it doesn't matter so long as you just get one.
Have both legs, yeah.
Yeah.
So just give yourself a obvious Gamaware leg.
All right.
How much does that cost, by the way?
75,000.
Jesus.
Obvious full leg. Yep.
Obvious full Gamaware leg, yes. It's obviously a leg.
As opposed to the 15,000 a regular one cost.
Yeah, and around that same time, and around the time that surgery is concluded, your shiny new BetaWare data jack comes in as well.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'm assuming you're just going to let them put you back under and install that as well, right?
Yeah. Plug it in.
Ugh. On that note, you're able to get back on your feet, but you do have, like, a hospital-issued wheelchair and or cane.
Cane.
Like, do you have one of those little walkers that the old people use?
I'd rather just...
So you're going for the wheelchair?
Yeah, I'd rather pop wheelies on that thing.
Harold. Hello, this is Countdown, and welcome to Jack.
You slide down like a child, like,
Like, wheelies actually aren't that hard on wheelchairs. Like, for doing it, like, no, like, for like 4 or 5 seconds. It's not that hard.
Have you done it talking from experience?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
Never
I've
been
done
one,
it.
but
It's really not hard.
I've taken
you
people's
just-
wheelchairs.
You just lean back.
I remember I was in a wheelchair once because I said I couldn't feel my legs at a Target, so they gave me a wheelchair.
You just
They just gave me a wheelchair, and the lady gave me free cookies because she thought I was a cripple.
remember a time that
she
I
thinks we're
was.
4 as well.
What was that?
Hmm?
So do
Oh,
I have the
you were sa-
do I have the data check in now too?
Yeah, you do.
All right. Well, was it BetaWare?
BetaWare, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got the nice shit. And while you can walk around, your body's still recovering and it's not very comfortable.
It probably
to walk.
feels like you're a little bit weak.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
his muscles are fake, so doesn't really matter.
I attach them on.
I assembled myself
He
like a
basically
Lego
has
man.
like
Draw on your
he
muscles.
basically has like glue-on action star muscles. On that note, Makoto is going to kind of meet you halfway and be like, "Well, I guess you're free to leave the hospital."
Mhm.
Even though it's only been, it's been like a week and a half. You're back on your feet at least, so
Oh yeah. Also, a question: does this leg have the base stats, or is it modified?
I'm going to say that if its Gameware was built specifically for you,
Mm-hmm.
so it's customized to your current strength and agility stats.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
He's gonna like get behind the wheelchair and push you out. And this isn't for like she's worried about you. This is I don't want you to run off without me and go tumbling down a hill.
Yo, they have those cool like there's a quality where like basically you're crippled and you get like a super decked out wheelchair.
Yeah, I forget what it's
Yeah,
It's actually
our
twice
ability-
as fast as like normal people because it's like a fucking has like a little motor on it, or it's electric powered, but
a powered
That actually
wheelchair.
sounds radical. What
yeah,
the
no, you
fuck?
can
Yeah.
fucking speed start.
I wanted to make like a blind crippled Decker.
I kind of wish I would have done that with fucking Crimson Rider. It would have been funny just to have a cripple as your wheelman.
Make him a rigger.
Yeah,
Yes.
the rigger cripple, dude.
He's blind, so he sees through his wheelchair.
Oh my god, that's a step beyond.
My eyes are headless.
My headlights are eyes.
His one weakness, slight inclines. I think this is the point where we're just going to be like, what are you guys going to do for a month? I want to say that the girls are back, because we're just going to like brush over this for the sake of time.
Mhm.
Yeah, I go and hang out with the Dragon Ladies. We're Dragon Lady and Guitar Bitch.
I want to
Alright.
check up on them because I actually haven't gotten to see them since. Well,
Alright, yeah, I'm just going to say that they've arrived back in town. Let's have our little moment to discuss.
actually,
And they all have the same voice, because I can't do many voices, so this is going to be very
Oh,
awkward. So I'm going to say
wow.
Makoto's
Oh, they're gonna be like,
not-
hurrah!
Hero?
no, they're fucking
they were-
Scandinavian.
They're Scandinavian, and I can't do Scandinavian voices. So I'm just going to say Makoto is off, like, filing paperwork so I don't have to do 3 identical voices.
Fair enough.
You basically sound like Ed, yeah. Okay, Makoto stated she'll be by a bit later. So the two of them arrive back in town and they just kind of just waltz into the school and go down to the little apartment place.
How big is this little apartment place?
Apartment place, I'm gonna say it's like it's got like a small little side room which has like 4 two-mattress bunk beds.
Sweet.
And like the living area, I mean, well, it cannot hold 8 people at the same time comfortably. It could hold 8 people.
Okay. Are they staying down here too? And the old man?
I mean, they're coming and going.
Okay.
Like the old man is a permanent resident.
Yeah, I mean, I could also fuck up my car and sit there every now and
So basically, you 3 and the old man are the only permanent residents of that place. I also noticed that Countdown can't get down the ladder to get in there. They don't have an access ramp.
Just have to carry him down.
That's
with
when you
your
turn
new
on the
magic.
fire.
I actually can now. I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
wait, no, I'm gonna say just roll gymnastics, but you could probably do all that shit on your one overpowered cyber leg.
Yeah, let's say I got a leg.
Yeah, you've got a leg and perfectly functional arms. Yeah, just roll gymnastics. And before he fails and tumbles down the ladder and breaks his fucking head open.
Super
I've got a
violently.
leg. Oh yeah. Well, he's only had that leg for maybe a day at most. He's moving with it as if it was his original. Good for you, buddy.
Well, it's matched up to my specs, so
Yeah,
just pushing it to the limit.
pretty much. So yeah, with
That wouldn't
that,
kill me.
the 2 women are still down there. They kind of look at you with a smile and kind of just nod it out. Well, the guitarist greets you with a smile. The dragon's a little bit like, The dragon, good old Mizga,
Does she
is not happy that she owes you people a favor.
She doesn't have to look at it that
Dragon
way.
is feeling with lots of free legs.
But the guitarist is cool with you guys, mostly because of the dumb wrestling shit you did on the stage.
Right.
Like, she just thought that was fucking sick.
I missed that guy that you wrestled with. He was a nice man.
Yeah, no, he was cool.
He
He was
was
also
just-
probably gonna beat my ass if I didn't cheat.
Yeah, but no, he was totally cool. He's like, holy fuck. He's like, yeah, making it interesting. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, like actual wrestling.
Yeah. Like actual wrestling, not
I should
real.
also add, that guy's just disappeared in the aether. He's never coming back. He's just lost in the hustle and bustle of Hong Kong forever.
I thought that he died from the dragon, personally.
No, pretty much everyone just
Yeah, why did
evacuated
he
the
help,
area.
man?
He comes in with the flying suplex.
Yeah, you're fighting the final boss, and all of a sudden there's just like the wind whistle, and he just like power bombs the final boss into the ocean.
That would be
In
Follow the
the
top
end, it
ropes.
has to be this way.
that would be fucking awesome.
He RKO's the final boss.
Oh god.
Regenerate this bitch, power drives him.
He's Ogi. Oh god, the Ogi shit. If any of you like read that green text,
Ooh.
I'm not going to summarize it, but let's continue along. So yeah, it's like, well, seems like you're down a leg, huh, boss?
Well, that happens in my line of work.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I should know. And she kind of just like pats her chest, like through like just like the way her outfit is set, like it's got a little bit of V-neck going on, so you can see like the scars going up her chest.
Hmm.
Yeah, I should know. Well,
Yeah.
not my line of work, but I get where you're coming from.
Yeah. Special from Blood Mages.
Fucking schmucks, hate those fuck.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, good old dragon blood is a very precious item of those loony fucks. So I gotta keep my buddy over here, you know, all nice and comfy. And then she kind of just like wrestles Mizga's head into her bosom. She is not having it, but she's accepting it.
So you two have been fine?
I mean, nobody knows who the fuck we are here, so it's pretty safe living under the radar. I'm guessing trashy Finnish punk rock isn't their cup of tea.
Apparently not. Probably better in Seattle.
Fuck that city. I'm never going back there. Last time I went there, someone stole my bra. Anyways, yeah, we're about to go back out again at a couple of towns over. We're thinking of actually stepping out of the Shoe Nation into the UCAS for once.
The UCAS?
Yeah, the UCAS. Right along the border. Bless you.
Sorry,
And if you guys are free to join us if you're so inclined.
I'll be down.
Nudge, nudge.
Nudge, nudge, yeah. Nudge,
All right.
nudge, come to join us.
I'll go. No, kidding.
I'm going.
Alright, and they kind of try to like, well, you are the one that saved my buddy over here, so you're free to come as much as she's going to protest.
Don't worry. I think Sauce is great on the drums.
I'm sure it is.
Oh, dude, oh god. Oh,
Oh,
oh.
I love that reaction. Oh, God.
No, that's in character. Oh god.
Keep
Like,
a steady beat.
I mean, hey, he's a mafia man. He can manage our finances.
okay.
And she kind of just like gives him a slap on the back. It's like, come on, let's head out. And just takes them off on their journey.
But like, all right. So where are we heading, girls?
Probably Boston.
That's
We
what-
don't actually have any set gigs. We can just wander until
Oh,
someone
fuck.
takes us in. Probably be back within the month.
I'm going to change my wardrobe a little before we head out.
Okay, what kind of outfit do you want to dress into here?
Do you want to off-grid for this?
I'm actually gonna
Take the
dress like,
biker outfit. Okay.
I'm gonna dress super fucking casual. Actually, do you guys have any merch?
I mean, we have some in the van.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna take one of their T-shirts and wear that. Then just wear like some fucking like shitty jeans.
Wait, did they? I hope they changed their band name.
They did. They also changed their stage names.
Okay.
I mean, they don't really have stage names anymore. They're just going by whatever the fuck they feel like at the time.
Uh-huh.
So their merch is actually just a flaming guitar being burned by a dragon, and that's it.
Oh well, I'm just wearing a pair of shitty jeans and a T-shirt, I guess.
And you didn't even have to pay for it. You probably got those skinny jeans out of the dumpster because you're in Indian territory.
Oh good. Oh good. Dumpster jeans, my favorite.
Dumpster. You're really getting... And
You
like,
fit right in.
Yeah.
good old Fenrir is going to like slap in the belly like, yeah, you're really getting into the rocker thing now, aren't you?
Absolutely.
I found this top in someone's toilet.
What? I'm living your own life. I like that.
Pass the bong.
Yeah, dude.
Pass the
Where's
bong-
the
yeah,
deep weed at?
Oh no, that's
Fenrir is
not.
definitely a pass the bong kind of girl.
actually both of them are magically. Oh my god, they actually could.
Yeah, they're both magically aware.
They could do the deep weed.
I'm gonna take you on them.
Yo, you want to astral project?
And with that, she's going to like sit you guys in the van. They're going to get high as shit and just drive off.
Oh, so they are smoking deep weed. Oh,
They are horrible drug addicts.
good.
Absolutely terrible drug addicts.
I don't think if I even smoked deep weed, anything would happen.
I
I don't think I have enough essence.
Dude, deep weed fucks everyone up.
Does it?
Yeah, it's a fucking psychedelic.
Okay, well, I guess I'm rolling.
So yeah, Tazo goes off on his weed van into the distance.
The weed van?
The weed van.
The mystery weed machine. Let's go.
The punk rock and weed machine.
Yeah.
To the ninth dimension. Actually, that's basically what deep weed does, to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we're going to like. I guess what we can do is just do a bunch of mini sessions for your adventures. like half an hour a pop
All right.
for what you're doing.
Okay.
But you just do it over the week before Sunday. Sound fair?
That's fair.
And over to the Azoth situation. With that, I'm guessing you're just going to shake hands with your new mentor and go off to do your business.
Yeah.
And all that leaves is Makoto returning to her little home in Cheyenne to greet Countdown. Well, you're finally back on your feet, huh?
Yep.
How's it feel to be walking again after all of that shit?
Well, I feel like it just happened, but
Well, you're the only one who's not doing anything, so I thought I'd actually sit down and talk to you about the important shit. Remember that therapy I came across way back when in that black site in Bumblefuck?
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, a bit about that. That's
Well, we figured it out.
really no.
And well, we don't really have the means to do it, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, also,
Blood magic, because of course it is.
it's kind of cringes. So
The
does it require?
whole shtick of it is taking someone's entire being, memory, soul, and all, and stuffing it into someone else's body.
So you take it from someone else?
Yes, you're draining someone else's entire being and putting it into yourself.
And it requires a blood mage.
Well, that is the whole stick of blood mage, just stealing power from someone else's body. I mean, that's will probably make it a lot easier, and, well, I don't exactly want to go around just harnessing people's life essence. That's a little fucked up even for us.
Yeah, and also finding a blood mage. It's not like
Is not going to be easy.
Shifty eyes.
I mean, Pup's in a very odd situation currently.
Yeah.
Alright.
Look, if we ever come across one, don't kill him.
Don't kill a blood mage.
Okay,
After what the last one did.
Alright, if they're not immediately friendly, kill them. Maybe we could loot their bodies for some shit.
Like, if I had
I
somebody,
mean, yeah, as if you
res-
do find someone to teach you blood magic, you could become a blood mage.
It's also because they die.
What have we ever... Yeah, you're basically doing the Full Metal Alchemist Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah, wow.
That wasn't even intentional, but that's a good
You're gonna fuck
metaphor,
up
I
and
guess.
lose an arm and a leg.
Hopefully not. Hopefully.
No, Screws has to it. He must learn.
You must learn.
Him and his sister are gonna try and do some blood
Or
magic.
do you want to try and bring their sinless parents
Yeah,
back to life?
and then he's gonna seal her body away in his arm and leg, and then anyway.
But yeah. Anyways, right. Yeah, so we're going to need to hunt down a blood mage at some point. Wasn't that like vampire schmuck you guys knew for a bit? Didn't you know?
Pretty sure he's dead. I watched him get popped.
Well, fuck. Well, that brings us down to having shit all, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I don't think we can just call past technology and ask for one. Unless, of course, we trade him the spear.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably trade a spear, but who's going to trust a corp, man?
Not me.
I mean, maybe we could learn something from the spear. Maybe if we had a competent mage look it over, they could figure out something about it.
Well, I don't know any of those.
Yeah, I would probably take a blood mage to decipher this shit. Also, I'm just going to ask real quick, did Tatasso leave the spear at the apartment, or is it still stuffed into his fucking pocket?
Well,
I mean-
he's not wearing his coat.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so he left the coat. Alright.
God, I'm gonna go fucking secure that thing.
Yeah, just go and like...
And
just be like,
I'm
yeah,
gonna wrap it in something.
wrap it in like safety wrap.
I'm gonna wrap it in velvet.
No, like... What do you get to wrap it in?
Yeah, there's a safe under the sink. Just toss it in there.
All right, I guess.
And on that note, she's kind of just going to like stand and be like, "Well, I guess it's time to teach you the wonders of the Matrix, huh?"
Yeah.
And on that note, I kind of just need to cliffhanger it because short session to establish, and now I do like mini sessions with all of you people to get your adventures.
Mm-hmm.
So on that note, I guess we're gonna session karma this shit, aren't we?
That was a fast session.
Yeah, this is the first session I think we've had that was under 3 hours.
I mean, the first one was,
Oh yeah.
but yeah.
I mean, I did say ahead of time that this whole session was to establish shit, like your new base of operations, some new NPCs, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. As author, you're getting a little reward here. You're getting 2 karma for giving into for the crow shenanigans.
Columbine kid.
It's called the Columbine Kid. And Tasso, for your horrifying treatment of those old people, I'm also giving you 2 karma.
What are you? I treated them like royalty, the way that they're
No,
both
you did
alive.
not.
He saved her life.
Yeah, and the old man, like, he doesn't even know what happened. He
just
like,
as far as he's aware, he just fell asleep.
and she's old as well. I mean, she's not gonna think she just fell asleep because she's gonna be wake up and fucking find she's missing the tip of her finger. But
Did you leave the finger?
oh no, absolutely not.
Oh.
Let's see. Did you guys think you did anything worth getting karma?
I dropped sick burns this entire session. That's all I did.
Old people burning. That's all.
I would give you 1 for the sick burns and another 1 for your fucking brain power chess game. Also, both of you roll your logic real quick to see who actually won the chess game.
Oh, say your fucking prayers.
Whoever wins gets karma.
Fuck. I can't beat that.
Well, you could burn an edge. Burn an edge for a free guarantee that you beat it.
Burn an edge.
It's just burn an
Yeah,
edge
burn
for
an
that.
edge for 1 karma.
Can I cheat? No, okay.
So to say the least, Screw's completely demolished Countdown in chest, further proving his eternal place as a brainlet. So yeah, Azok gets a free karma for that, but nonetheless you both get 1 karma for the chess game. I am the true brain, Chad. On that note, anything you guys feel you did that is worth karma?
You already got me for what I wanted to do karma for.
Well, you guys feel like you're in anything at all?
I was handicapped the entire session.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, Tatasso's off in the fucking punk rock weed van. Countdown is learning how to become the ultimate Decker. And Azoth is learning the magics of alchemy. 2017 decolorized? Wait, Screws and Tasso, you mean Countdown? Fix your fucking joke, you brainlet.
Ooh.
On that note, anything you guys want to say before we wrap shit up?
Stay in school, kids, and watch out for bomb threats.
Yeah. Watch out for Tuesday. Oh, that was a real fucking groaner to end this shit on. I'm gonna neck myself.
It's all good, man.
I'll edit that out.